What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. All right, check it out, guys. Today is open boxing talk. So we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff concerning boxing, but also YouTube smoke. Man, it's just smoke and mirrors. A lot of people need to let this shit go. We're going to talk about that too. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. So let me see what we got up here in the building. Got my man Tribe FDY in the building. What's good with you, Tribe? Appreciate you coming through. My son in the building, Monte. What's up, Monte? Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Little feedback. What's up, Monte? Appreciate you coming through, fam. Iceman in the building. What's good, Iceman? Chin Smoke. What's up with you, Chin Smoke? Willie Williams in the building. Guido. What's good with you, my man, Guido? All right, so I see some more people running up in here, pulling up. That's what's up. But check it out, man. So today is open boxing talk, so we can talk about any upcoming fights, potential of it. I did do a ride along not too long ago, guys. So we could definitely talk about these two idiots today, you know. And if you guys did catch the ride along, pretty funny. You Idiot edition. We had a double today on there. It was Frank Warren and Leonard Ellaby. Mark Ashley in the building. What's up with you, Mark Ashley? El Babo, what's up with you? Brown Gone One. My bro Carlos Mendoza in the building. LFA, what's up with you, fam?
What's going on, man? Give me a minute, bro, real quick.
All right, take your time, dog. Yeah, so earlier today, hold on, let me find that, man. I'm gonna find that for you guys. But yeah, man, you know, I tell you what, man, Frank Warren, Leonard Ellaby, man, these two guys, bro, they're quite a pair. So Frank Warren says that the winner of Joyce versus Dubois. My bad, guys. I just had a brain fart there. The winner of Joyce versus Dubois will be looking at a title fight. Now, here's my thing. Who the hell are they going to be looking at a title fight with next? Man, Joshua and Fury can't even figure out their situations right now. And he's talking about 2021. We should hope to see Joshua Fury in 2021. But there ain't no way in hell Daniel Dubois or Joyce they're going to get any kind of championship match in 2021. Frank Warren must have bumped his damn head. Johnny boy.
there he goes, bro. There he goes, man.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Well, we get ready to talk about that too. That's part of the day.
Could I give the people the definition of beef? Because a lot of people don't know the definition of beef. And
while you
back and forth.
We'll start this up because I want to talk about. We're gonna get back to boxing. This open boxing talk, but we definitely gonna address this shit today. Johnny boy, you and El Jefe. I would just see you just came backstage, but no, one at a time. I'm gonna let you up here, Johnny boy, but I'm putting El Jefe backstage because y'all two not.
No, I won't say anything, bro. You can't.
No, it ain't going down like. But go ahead and stake your piece, Jefe. Go ahead and see what you say.
Oh yeah, man. This is just the definition of beef, bro. What's beef? Beef is when you need two cats to go to sleep, bro. Beef is when your moms ain't safe up in the streets, bro. Beef is when I see you, guarantee you to be ICU, bro.
Yeah.
That's beef, bro. Johnny boy don't know about the beef, man, but I'll be backstage, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. Stephen Lawler in the building. What's good? Think Cap. What's good? So Johnny boy, real quick before you go, and you can say what you want, but real quick before you go, I need to say this because this is something I was going to discuss. This is why it's my thumbnail. It ain't gonna be no more nobody And that's why I was glad you came up here, Johnny boy, because not to pick on you or pull you out because you're not the only one who has done this. But it's not going to be no more calling anybody out on this channel, bro. Like, you want to call somebody out on this channel, call out Bob Arum, or Floyd Mayweather, or Eddie Hearn, or Tank Davis. That's who I want people to come up here and call out. Ain't no more calling out nobody on this fucking channel or booting you right off the fucking live. You can do what you want in the chat, but we got wrenches. And if people get too disrespectful, even if you have a wrench, then the wrench is going to be removed. And if you start getting kicked from the fucking chat, that's on you. But all of this crazy shit, that shit's not popping here, bro. We having fucking sports talk. Hefe, you still in the background, so I hope you listening too. Don't say nobody's fucking name, Hefe, Johnny Boy, anybody else who come on this fucking panel, my man Guido, don't be doing that shit, but anybody, don't say nobody else's name around YouTube on this fucking panel.
What up, Pete?
You know I got you.
What's up, Guido? Give me a second, Guido. Like, that shit is done as of today. Like, if you want to call somebody out, call out a fucking fighter, a promoter. I don't give a damn, bro. But nobody personally. Like, this is you, Johnny boy, because you ain't, like, this is happening with other people. I'm, like, putting an end to all of this shit. And
no, you good. I got you.
In the chat, for everybody in the chat, y'all can do what y'all want. But I get lost in the chat a lot of times, okay? And so Angel Santos in the building. What's good with you, fam? My man Ayob's in the building. What's up? Organic Fitness, Mr. Spooks, IBT. What's up, fellas? So I get lost in the chat, guys, often because we get deep into the conversations and all of that. So I will get lost in the chat. But if I look down in the chat and I deem it as disrespectful, and you look up and you see that you're gray and you're not blue anymore, that's because I took it. Because as far as I'm concerned, I believe I'm the only one who could take a wrench, right? So if I take your wrench, then you did something disrespectful. Whether you get mad or not, want to fucking unsubscribe, I don't give a shit. If I take your wrench, you did something disrespectful. And if you start getting booted from the fucking comment section, then that's on you. This is my point to all of this. YouTube smoke, to me, to a cat like me, and I'm being serious, YouTube smoke is just smoke and fucking mirrors, bro. That's what it is to me. Like, El Jefe came on here spitting Biggie, and that's some real shit, bro. I mean, he was spitting Biggie, but that's some real shit, because to me, that's what beef is. I am a year and some change in on social media, period, people, period. The only social media I had was LinkedIn, and that was for business. I didn't do Facebook, even when MySpace was out, none of that, because I was afraid of the feds. I was doing the wrong things back then. So I am just getting involved in social media. Me personally, I am not used to all of this. All of this motherfuckers talking about, I'm going to shoot your house up, or I'm going to come tap you on your shoulder, or let's meet in the ring, or let's meet in the streets, or blah, 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 whatever. Raider, what's up? Boxing Finesse, what's up? I ain't used to this. So YouTube smoke to me is just smoke and mirrors. So what I don't want to anybody to get in the habit of is coming on this fucking panel, and Johnny Boy is definitely not aimed at you, bro, because you are definitely not the only one that does this.
No, yeah.
At the end of this shit today. Don't come on this fucking panel calling out nobody else ever again. And if you don't see this live and you do it, too bad, because you will be removed, and you'll fucking ask me, why did I remove you? And it's because you called somebody else's name out besides a fighter or somebody concerned with sports. Bro, that shit is stopping today, bro. We're not having that shit. Everybody has their own channels. And if you don't have a channel, guess what? The person you fucking talking shit about probably has a channel. So go on their fucking channel. And for the channel hosts that come on here doing that shit, call the motherfuckers out on your channel. But this is a sports channel, and I've had about 5 situations in the past 2 weeks, and that's 5 too many for me, bro. And it's becoming a fucking trend, and it's all around. And like I said yesterday, there's plenty of channels to do this shit on. You got Jedi. He has the debate arena. You have BDA. They have the BDA Kumite. You have Donny Boy who calls on all smoke, and you can get all you want out there. There's plenty of places to do this shit.
I was just gonna say,
gonna fucking be here, okay? Here. Go ahead, Donny Boy.
I was just gonna say, yeah, man. If any of y'all got some issues, bro, just come on to my channel. On my mother, I'll let you on there too. As long as you don't get too wild, you know. You got an issue.
On there to say what you want. And Kat, I'm glad you in here. Johnny Boy fully apologized. I don't know if you heard it, but he ain't got no smoke with you. He apologized. Everything good. All that other situation from yesterday, fuck it. I don't care. Y'all deal with it. But I just wanted to talk about my sis Kat. Much respect to you, Johnny Boy. He got respect to you, no disrespect. He apologized. Everything good with Kat. As far as that's concerned, what's up, man?
Yeah, hold on. I was just gonna say, yeah, I'm sorry, hon. I went a little bit too far yesterday. That's my bad. I apologize.
All right. So, which one of y'all two? Not you, Guido, but now back to boxing. Which one of y'all two? I will flip a coin if I have to, or whatever. But y'all two motherfuckers are not gonna be guests together on the panels today. El Jefe. I don't have a problem. No, Guido, you're good. I'm talking about El Jefe and Johnny Boy.
Oh yeah.
Time bomb. I don't want. Who going to do? I just wanted to tell you, D, that you do it. Oh man. I flip a coin. I got a coin. Heads or tails. I'm dead ass serious. I ain't having both of y'all on here, man.
No, it's good. It's good. It's cool.
Flip a coin. El Jefe, Johnny Boy, call heads or tails. What the fuck is it gonna be? Who got heads?
I'll take
bro,
that.
I got heads, bro. But I'm gonna tell you something, bro. You got both of us on, bro. We'll keep it politically correct. We'll keep it peaceful, bro. And if anybody gets disrespectful or calls somebody out their name, you can boot them, bro. That's
bro. You was being disrespectful last name, Punch John.
Yeah,
you was talking all that shit. You forgot about that?
Guido, hold on.
I'm sorry, D, but he's a hypocrite.
He's a hypocrite. Guido, chill. I just talked about this.
Chill out, Guido. Come on, bro. This ain't your show, bro.
He was running his mouth and Punch John boxing, calling everybody out. Blame me.
All right, hold on. El Jefe, it was tails. Next time, if y'all on, you up, Johnny Boy off. Peace out. All right, so that's it. Link in the chat. Somebody else can come up for the fourth. Not El Jefe. El Jefe, you can chill in the chat. My man, you got dibs over Johnny Boy next time. I will not forget, but I ain't having that shit. Now, let's get back to boxing. So, Frank fucking Warren, retarded ass. And Guido, my bad, bro. I just had to put you on mute because...
my bad. You're forgoing like that. My bad. Let's
get back to boxing. Boxing. We know El Jefe is... wilding out sometimes. El Jefe family over here, I always say that shit. He good. So, Frank Warren, there's no fucking way in hell that Daniel Dubois or Joy Jost as a winner will see a championship match in 2021. That is complete bullshit. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to start off. I gave Frank Warren a big "you idiot" on my ride along this morning. But say, Mark, what's up with you, fam?
What's happening?
Same old. Did you see that foolery Mark Frank Warren was talking about?
The championship shit?
Yeah, the title shot for the winner of Joe Joyce and Dubois.
Well, let's put it like this, right? We Wilder right now, he's got a contract, right? And Pulev, he's fighting Joshua. That's a mandatory. Then them two have agreed in principle a 2-fight deal, right? And both of them also have a mandatory, Usyk and White. The only way the winner of Joyce and Dubois will get a world title fight is if one of those belts goes vacant. And because if Dubois were to beat Joyce, he'd actually be the number 2 contender in the WBO. He would be in terms of rankings. So if Joshua vacated that WBO belt, Dubois could actually fight for the vacant title against Usyk. That is actually a probability, But if they don't vacate titles, they ain't getting a fucking shot at that shit until 2022. Because at the very earliest, because everything is locked down completely with mandatories, fights. Like, I'm sorry, but right now you've got 4 fights pretty much. You've got 4 fights lined up. Both guys fight twice a year. So there's 4 fights back to back. The first, like, if you look at it right now, Pulev versus Joshua, Wilder versus Fury. If they fight, then it's White versus Fury, Joshua versus Usyk, and then it's a 2-fight deal on Undisputed. I mean, that's 4 fights.
All right. Yeah, I just want to say, you know what's funny about Frank Warren? I never knew he got shot. I was always wondering what that big dent in his fucking forehead was from.
He got popped.
Yeah, I didn't even know that till like a couple years ago, and then they told me. No, I just timed a silly ass.
I always say getting shot ain't no big deal as long as you survive. I've been twice. You know what I mean? The fuck?
But onto the boxing, bro. Nah, man. Neither one of them fucking kids should be anywhere even near getting a shot. Nowhere near. Why? Because one of y'all beat the other one who's still a prospect? Get the fuck. We got bigger fish to fry than that. Nah. Hell no.
Yeah, and then when you think about a guy like Dillian White, who literally deserves a shot, bro. You know what I mean? You got all the guys who've been putting in work. Like Andy Ruiz can get a good fight under him, and he deserves to go in before them. He was a freaking world champion, let's not forget. Yeah, he ate himself out of the second fight, but if he gets himself together, he's with Reynoso, puts on a good show. Why doesn't he deserve a match before them? I mean, like, come on, stop the nonsense. But just the minefield that those two are going to have to work through, in my opinion, just to get to each other. Where the hell do you squeeze Dubois and Joyce in, unless, like Mark said, one of the belts do have to go vacant? But I don't think Joshua's working this hard to let that belt go. So what do you think about it, Guido?
Yeah, I think he deserves a shot. It's been like, what, 2 years already, right? That Daniel White's been waiting for the title shot?
Yeah, but not Dillian White, just about Frank Warren talking about Dubois or Joyce gets a title shot after their match.
He said that? I don't know. I think he said that. Damn.
I don't think it's realistic. What was you going to say, Mark?
I was gonna say, like, Warren saying the title shot. Yeah, sure. Maybe Manuel Char, the regular title. That's a probability. I wouldn't actually be disappointed if one of those kids fought for the regular title, because in all honesty, they'd knock the fuck out of Manuel Char. Both of them would. We all know that Manuel Char got knocked out by a fucking cruiserweight in Bradis. Let's keep it a book. But the other thing is, I'm not even 100% sure, even if the WBO were to go vacant, that Dubois, if he beat Joyce, because he's 5 in the rankings, right? Joyce is actually unranked. He's not in the top 15 in the WBO. So it'd be interesting to see what place he'd go to, because Parker's currently number 2 in the WBO rankings. And I've always been under the assumption if that WBO belt ever went vacant, it'd be Parker versus Usyk, which we'd all accept. Every last one of us. He's the former champion.
But you know, if he does, so say if he knocks him off, then he's a WBO fighter that's ranked, and they would immediately place him in the rankings, no? As soon as he knocked him off?
They could look, if Dubois beat Joyce, they could pull some bullshit, because Frank has very good ties with the WBO. Like,
Right.
in the UK, he's Bob Arum with the WBO. You know what I mean?
Right.
He built that shit over there. Look at, like, he's part of the reason WBO got recognized, with guys like Ben and Eubank and Calzaghe. All those guys, like, fighting for that belt for years.
It would kind of be warranted, though. Like, it wouldn't really be like if he knocks off a top ranked guy on their ranking system, then it would be warranted for them to rank him.
The WBO for Warren is essentially the WBC for Mexicans, bro. That's not being a dick. That's the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I will say, JoJo should be ranked with the WBO though, because they've got like they've got Tom Schwartz, Dempsey McKean, fucking Coyotaro, and everything in their rankings inside the top 15. Joe Joyce would smoke all of them. He would.
That Tom Schwartz kid looks like my best friend from middle school, bro. He lived right around the corner from my grandma.
Edgar Rivera in the building. What's up with you, fam? My man BOP in the building. What's good? IBT Boxing, the Jedi. I was just talking about you, Jedi. What's up with you, fam? Appreciate you coming through. Nick Harmer in the building. What's up, Nick Harmer? Yeah. Well, I see that, Mark. I see them getting a hold of that regular title. Yeah. Stephen Lawless says WBA interim titles, gold titles, regular titles, confusing as fuck. Ain't that the truth, dog? Ain't that the truth? Hardcore in the building. What's good with your hardcore?
Well, with the WBA, even then, that doesn't seem too likely because neither Daniel Dubois or Joe Joyce is actually ranked inside the WBA rankings. So what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Charles D in the building. What's good? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It gets crazy. WBA legitimately has 4 champions at heavyweight, a super.
No. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. The gold champion doesn't exist in a heavyweight anymore. Joyce vacated that title.
Oh, okay.
And that's why he's unranked.
So they
didn't want to pay. Yeah, he was. They did give it to him. He was actually the inaugural gold champion, and he vacated it because he didn't want to have to pay the fucking sanctioning fees. And too fucking right, man.
I don't blame him because, bro, you paying fees for a belt that's absolutely worthless. None of them, like nobody's gonna try to fight you. Like you think somebody's gonna come try to unify with you because you have the gold belt? That belt's worthless. You just paying dues for nothing to wear a shiny, like Fury said, some leather.
Well, let me go on to the rankings right now. Right
do your thing. Scott Brown in the building. What's good with you, Scott Brown? Damn, I almost put you in timeout, Scott Brown. Would have been a mistake, fam.
Yo, D.
What's up, Guido?
Yeah, man, I'm actually looking. My phone is about to die. I got like 5%.
All right.
Well, are you gonna be tonight in Punch Drunk?
I'm gonna be on for a while, so I don't know, man. I be Punch Drunk be on the vampire.
I be smoke tonight, you know.
I'm wrong. So, Robert Talanius is the champion on the WBA's rankings officially.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to get over there, Guido, for sure. Punch my dude. All right, brother. All right, Guido.
All right, man. Take care. God bless.
Yeah, no doubt. Peace out. Yeah, Mark, is that right? So you said it's who is it?
Robert Talanius, the Nordic Nightmare, is the official gold champion with the WBA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess him and Kavnatsky must have been for that gold title.
Yeah, he just said that, IBT. I'm just laid on your comment, fam. IBT comment too. You know, that dude is a little research demon. IBT. I appreciate it though. I like the way he does his research instead of just speaking out the side of his ass. Much respect to IBT for that. Well, yeah, man. So you did provide that piece of information, and that's helpful. So maybe that helps Frank Warren a little. So now he doesn't seem as ridiculously idiotic as I put him out there to be. But even still, Frank Warren, you idiot, because they ain't gonna see no title fight.
Well, think of how many things has to happen.
You idiot, because here's the thing, Mark. You make a good point about the regular championship and the potential that belt gets vacated, but Frank Warren wasn't trying to convince the fans of that, bro. He was trying to convince the fans that they're going to get an actual title shot. That's just not going to happen.
See, the thing that irritates me, D, is like, why? I mean, I don't care if it's from Bob, Frank, whoever. Like, why would you even say some shit? Like, why you dudes keep trying to throw roadblocks in the way for us getting undisputed? Like, fuck that shit, dog. It's kind of first everybody's screaming about White. Then we got Usyk to deal with. Now you want to throw this other shit in my face? Get out of here. Come on, man. We got bigger fish to fry. Come on.
Right. I mean, it's just like, I don't listen. Who wants to see? And I got to be honest. I don't care which one of those guys win, Joe Joyce or Daniel Dubois. Neither of them are going to be favored over Fury or Joshua. Neither of them. And then if Fury or Joshua beats either one of them up, just how much credit are they going to get because of it? So, like, those guys are not in the picture though, for so many reasons. Gun Rights Mafia in the building. What's up with you, fam? So, like, they're not even in the picture. That's why I just think it's just idiotic at so many levels. You know, with Frank Warren and this tomfoolery, but whatever, man. You know, that's his job. His job is to promote and to make things sound good, to make his guys appear like they're really going to do something big so that fans are interested in them. I don't mind that, but still, you know.
Well, and not only that, but I mean, you know, them boys as they'll come. They're still prospects right now, man. They gotta first we gotta see them make their bones. One of them make their bones against each other, and then go from there. Did they even? That's what I was gonna ask. As long as we're talking about that fight, did they ever reschedule it or?
Yeah, October 23rd.
Halloween. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
October 24th, I thought.
24th? Well, okay. I'm a day off. I trust Mark. His memory is much better than mine. I smoke a lot of marijuana.
It's probably the 24th in Ireland and the 23rd over here. So he's probably not. He's probably
Hey, that'll work too.
No. Considering it would be at 10 p.m.
Oh,
you know what I mean.
You just couldn't let that ride, could you?
No.
But yeah, so the 24th October, you know.
I could be wrong, mate. I'm fucking tripping right now.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. It's a day apart, so it's around that time.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. And the thing is that I knew that fight was going to be rescheduled anyway. Forget about whatever reason they said why, because Frank Warren was consistent about something on that fight. Fans. He was consistent. So I knew that fight was going to be rescheduled. Because they want fans. And then what happens if it gets extended again? Like the live I was just talking about the other day when we was up here. What happens if it gets extended? Then what, Frank? You going to try to extend it again? Because, listen, the fight is good, but it's not a fan demand fight. So you need to stop holding out for so long for this fight.
I don't know. I think there is a fan demand. No, hold on.
Go ahead.
Fan demand in the US? No. In the UK, yes. There is actually a bit of a fan demand for this fight. People want these kids to fight. Well, they want this kid, Dubois, to fight against Joyce. You know, this is the proving ground fight for Daniel Dubois. It really is in a lot of the eyes of the UK fans. Domestic matchups are very big over in the UK.
Yeah,
not so much in the US, but in the UK, domestic shit is what everything is built on. You look at Premier League football, the local derbies. You look at the Manchester derby. You've got West Ham, Millwall, Arsenal, Tottenham, all local. All that stuff is big. When AJ and White fought and no one knew who White was able to build it. Now these guys, people actually know who these guys are. There's a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's always big. It's big. It's a different story over there. They always like you say.
That's why I love having these discussions, bro. Because again, I always say my perspective could be skewed as well, and I wasn't even thinking about that aspect of it. So, fair point.
Because remember, this is an Olympic silver medalist versus Frank Warren's answer to Anthony Joshua. That's what that is in the UK. Daniel Dubois is meant to be Frank Warren's answer to Anthony Joshua to get himself back into big league boxing. That's what it's being built as. It's his last chance saloon. No hope. Once that kid's gone, that's it for Frank. Days are over. He needs an answer to Joshua. Joshua's like a machine in the UK, like in terms of his brand. His brand is massive. Right. He needs that. He needs someone who can beat him. And people were putting that on Daniel when Daniel came through and he was starting out whilst Fury was still in retirement.
No doubt.
So that's where, and then the sparring rumors with AJ and Dubois happened where apparently Dubois dropped him, knocked him out. So it's been building, a lot of that shit with Dubois has been building for there, you know, the AJ haters who hate AJ in the UK building up Daniel Dubois. And there's quite a lot of AJ fucking haters. And at the same time, there's quite a lot of AJ fucking fanatics. And then you've got Joe Joyce, the Olympic silver medalist, he was one step behind Joshua in terms of becoming being a great amateur. Because
Let me add to that. Let me add to that, Mark. Homosexually obsessed AJ fanatics.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. Straight up, bro. Some fucking homosexually obsessed AJ fanatics. But yeah. Right, man.
So Daniel's deemed he's deemed the one who can. He's built. He's 6'5". He's built 240 pound. He's muscular, just like AJ. Big tank, good job. Similar. A lot of people writing comparisons, but people think there's more grit in him than there is in AJ, and they're looking at Dubois being better than him. And I don't know if that's going to be the case, but that's where it comes from. And then this is a proving ground fight, an Olympic super heavyweight silver medalist, who even not only that, look at the World Series of Boxing, that semi-pro tournament, fought, whether you agree with decision or not, beat Filip Hrgovic, who's another highly touted prospect. Joyce just coming off of a win over Brian Jennings, and people were able to build up Luis Ortiz as being the greatest fighter outside of Wilder, AJ, whatever, in the entire division because he beat Brian Jennings. Joyce just got a win over him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
just ridiculous.
It's an interesting one. It's interesting. I like the fight myself, and let's be real. Every fight that we've seen so far that's been put in front of us isn't as good as that. It's not.
Champ Ross in the building. What's up, Champ Ross? Get this Smoke stepped in the building. Smoke says all of our pro sports have foreign participants in the USA, not UK. What does that mean?
Is it on the screen?
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
All of our pro sports have foreign participants in the USA, not UK.
I think he means he's talking about I don't know what the fuck you talking about, Smoke. Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about either. What are you talking about, Smoke? Why don't you click the link and come tell me what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm trying to decipher that one.
Yeah. But anyway, what's up, Smoke? Mr. Spook says, keep loving Fury, you donut. I am gonna love him. That's my man.
I said this before, just because people thinking I'm picking one side or the other, and I'm not. If Fury turns down the white fight to fight a bum, you got my word. I'm the first man on here that's going to be saying he's ducking. If he turns down that fight because he's chasing AJ's pussy ass, different story.
Yeah, well, if Fury doesn't fight Wilder next or AJ, and he fights somebody else other than White, that's a low-level fighter.
Yeah.
I'm going to say call it what you want, but it's what I expected. So what the fuck else has he ever done?
Willie just dropped you a missile, D.
That's all I can. Okay. Yeah, I'm eating and shit. Let me get to the chat anyway. What's up, Jose Yepes? Hefe. Bro, you know you my dude, but I told you not today, bro. You got next up. Johnny Boy gonna be in the chat talking shit about you.
What's going on, D?
Jose?
Not much, just right here. I just finished up watching Tuesday fights. I was working Tuesday. I wasn't able to catch up, and man, I couldn't believe Franco beat on Maloney.
Yeah, hold on real quick, Jose. Damn, I didn't even see that. Willie Williams in the building with the $100 super chat. My man, Willie Williams, he said, jumping on all the, I think he said, okay, jumping on all the love shown yesterday, playing back. Hey, I appreciate that. Mark, I appreciate you again. That's what Willie Williams talk about, man. That was much love from you, Willie Williams, with the $100 super chat. We appreciate you, kings and queens, all my people. That's right. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk family. Get this smoke. Hang out back. Jose don't never stay on the whole show. He just coming to kick it for a minute, I'm pretty sure. So what's up, Jose? What do you think about this Frank Warren nonsense and talking about Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois getting a title shot after they finish their fight?
Who are they gonna get it from though? Are they even contenders? Are they ranked in the rankings? Because isn't don't they have music and then the other guy, the top Bob Arum's guy, I forget his name, and then we still got Dylan White to deal with. So how are they gonna jump them over, or are they gonna be like a tune-up fight for either champ? I don't understand how they're gonna do
He's
it.
talking bullshit unless a title goes vacant.
Yeah. That's how I look at it.
That'll be the only way, right?
Yeah.
Because they got what's that guy with Bob Arum? He has another heavyweight. He got he was in some trouble for harassment. What's his name? Pulev. There you go, Pulev.
Right.
He's supposed to be a mandatory. Then you got Usyk, and then on the other side you got Dylan White. So they would have to get either a vacant or either champ would have to choose them to as a tune-up fight. That'll be the only way I could see them getting a shot at the championship. But either way, they're both good young fighters. What's the rush? They're gonna get their shot eventually. I don't know why they're trying to rush them.
Yeah. 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 Well, I just think it's pure nonsense. That's all. But moving on. And you know what? I should have put these idiots' pictures up here. I already missed Frank Warren. But how about the next idiot? I really shouldn't be calling these guys idiots, but they just keep saying idiotic things. So if you say something idiotic, then I just feel like I have no choice but to call you an idiot. You know what I mean? And so moving on to the next idiot. Oh, wide nose himself. You know, none other than fucking Leonard Ellerby. Well, this guy, like, he got the major you idiot today. And I'll tell you why. He says that Shakur Stevenson need to just get in line, basically. I ain't going to go through all of the stuff he said. I was going back and forth with this fool on Twitter. And Punch Drunk was too. He said that Tank Davis is the cash cow at 130 or 135. And Shakur Stevenson is a good fighter. He gave Shakur Stevenson praise and all of this such. But he need to get in line. I'm like, wait a minute. Leonard Ellerby, you idiot. Here's one thing for sure, two things for certain. I think many of us would much rather see Tank Davis fight Shakur than to fight Leo Santa Cruz. I think the Shakur fight would be even more significant than that junk of a show he had with Gamboa. Like, what the hell is wrong with Leonard Ellerby? And Tank Davis, you keep talking about cash cow. If you don't get him in a significant fight, and what I told him specifically is you're going to cash cow his little ass right out of boxing. That's what's going to happen. But Leonard Ellerby got a big you idiot today for even talking about some Shakur got to get in line. Who you got next, fam? That's what I want to know. Who does he have next?
Hey, D, do me a favor. Check your private chat in like 5 seconds, dog. All right?
Oh, I'm going to check it now, but go ahead. What do you think about Ellerby, John? Boy, you go on that. Tank Davis.
What do I think about Ellerby? I think he folds Floyd's laundry very good. I think he holds on, I think he's he's a man. Ellerby's another one that talks out of his ass a lot too, like with this whole stupid ass, lame ass Tank Davis Santa Cruz fight that nobody wants to see. Man, this is his coming out party and blah blah blah. Bro, I mean that's your job, you're his boss, whatever. But the dude's just a right. And I didn't like him getting in Larry Merchant's face after he told Floyd I'd beat your ass if I was 50 years younger.
Just like Gunrights just said, big nose clown, aka Tank Step Out. Yeah, okay. What do you think, Mark? Ellerby and this foolishness.
When he was talking about the A-side thing, I just asked him how many of Tank's last fight tickets were comped, and I never got a response.
Right. So, he doesn't respond to a lot of things.
Yeah. He blocks, though. I've been blocked by Ellerby on 3 different accounts.
Oh, hell no.
I'll pull that.
On what, Twitter?
On Twitter, yeah, man.
Oh, see, I never even had one of them, so I don't know.
You need to get on Twitter, Johnny. You can literally message people. You can tweet directly at them.
So I can tell Floyd to go fuck himself and shit like that.
If you want to, you'll probably get get banned.
I've been thinking about making one of them.
Yeah.
But what do I think about LRB? In all honesty, right? Tank probably is making the most money right now in those divisions. He probably is. He's up there. He's one of them. He's making more than Shakur. He is making more than him. At the same time, he's fighting trash. Leo's not a trash fighter, but Leo shouldn't be fighting Tank.
No.
Well, at 130, maybe. But I think Leo at best is a 122, 126 guy, you know. Having said that, I would much rather see Shakur versus Tank Davis. Just because I think Shakur's got much more of a chance of beating him. Just like I think Shakur would actually beat Leo as well. People will disagree with me on that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the dude's reaching a bit. That's obviously a duck measure. We're the A side, so we're not going to fight you. Then if you're the A side, why not fight these kids and make them the B side and beat them?
Right.
You're going to make more money. You're going to make if you put Shakur Tank Davis on versus Shakur Stevenson and Tank's like 70-30 A side, and he beats him, he's going to make more money than he's made before in his life.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I feel
Plus, it
you.
legitimizes him. The reason you're saying he's A side to these guys and they need to get in line, and then picking fighters who are much more of a B side than even those guys, like Gamboa, is because it's in-house, it suits you, and it's easier. So you're taking low risk, slight reward, and building on a name that has no real value at elite level.
Cat says Tank Davis needs to work on his ethic and focus.
Damn, that one.
On boxing. That's a fact, bro. That's the thing. Like, here's the thing with Tank Davis, and you know, like I don't really ever get up here disrespecting his skill set and the fact of, you know, the fact he has potential to do more. And Tank he's still young. He's 24 years old, so 25, 24, 25. But
the thing is, bro, fucking Tank's skilled as hell. You gotta be a blind man not to see that the kid's is skilled as fuck, bro. He's just a moron, and he doesn't take nothing seriously.
He's not. He doesn't fight at a higher level to improve, and he doesn't, like, he's not that gym rat. He's not focused on the craft, and that, in the long run, the talent that you have and the potentials, it'll fizzle out. And that's the thing. Floyd Mayweather could have put some fire under Tank ass with all this Devin Haney shit, because I don't know if y'all seen Tank lately, but he don't look like no little cabbage patch. He looked pretty damn fit, and you know, I would like to see Tank Davis versus Devin Haney.
That's a good fight. I'd take that shit too. That's a good little tussle right there.
Here's the thing, though, that I don't understand.
Like that, I would like to see Tank Davis. He should be in position to be fighting Lomachenko. So if he fights and beats Lomachenko, Tank would be the superstar right now. Devin Haney, he's just an up and coming fighter, and so is Shakur Stevenson. I think Tank should be above them. He should be fighting the Lomachenkos of the world, the Comey, the Burchelts, those other champions that are already.
He should be.
Absolutely. Jose, absolutely, Jose. I mean, the guys, you know, Haney and these other guys that were mentioned, these kids is 20. You know, Tank's 25 or 26. This is different, you know.
Yeah, he's 25. Yeah. He'll be 26 later this year. He ain't a kid anymore, bro.
Yep.
Tank's been a pro, 7 years?
Yeah, and he has a great amateur background too. He has 256 fights, bro. So it's not like he has amateur pedigree and he's been pro long enough. Like, the process is over with, bro.
He's done his trade, bro. He's done his trade. This kid is whether if you recognize regular champions and shit. This dude is a two-weight world champion, a three-time champion, two weights. Through whatever bullshit circumstances. Like, that's what they're going to market him as a two-weight world champion. I don't recognize it. I don't think most of us do. But this, like, what is he doing? Who's he? Well, I do like the Leo fight because, in all honesty, ain't nobody going to tell me jack shit. Leo's pretty much either the best or second best fight he'll have in his entire career, up to this date. Like, Leo might be. I would rate Leo a better pound for pound caliber fighter than Pedraza.
Oh yeah.
So Leo would be the best fighter on his resume by far.
Mark, if Tank is getting in shape and doing the right things right now, it's a wash for Leo Santa Cruz. Because if he makes 130 comfortably, it's a fucking wash for Leo Santa Cruz. He's gonna destroy him, bro.
Man,
who's gonna destroy who? Tank's gonna destroy Leo.
Yeah, if he comes in fit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think he'll knock his ass the fuck up. Yeah, I think he'll fuck him up if he's fully fit. The problem is, dude's been missing weight. He's been struggling on the scales. He hasn't been dedicated, and we saw extreme energy issues against Gamboa. Extreme energy issues. That was a drained fighter at 135, bro.
The fight ain't shit. Not Tank. If Tank comes in, he should be able to get him out of there in 6, bro. He should. If he does now, if he fucks around and is out drinking and all that, he'll probably win some goofy ass bullshit on the cards or whatever. But he should be going in there and blowing his ass out, dog.
How many times has Leo been dropped though? That's something I'm wondering.
Well, I was just gonna say, and the other thing I was gonna say, Mark, too, is like fucking little Frampton, 5 foot, fucking bantamweight Frampton's fucking rocking you, but he's gonna fucking make it through a good fucking forward Tank. Yeah,
Brett, don't forget, Frampton was rocking Nonito, and Nonito's got one of the best chins.
Well, yeah, but they're the same fucking whatever. Yeah.
Leo was good at 122. At 126, he didn't really show much power. So really, Leo at his best was at 122, 126. He didn't show much for me, and now he's going up to 130. So I agree with D. I think Tank is gonna wash Leo. I don't think he's gonna have much power at 130.
No, because you see the thing, like the struggle with Tank, even at 30 and 35, is his between fight habits. That was his struggle. He wasn't doing shit. He was blowing up and he literally wasn't doing shit. Now the kid is like in the gym now. This is before the fight even takes place. He's already in the gym. So if he comes in at 130 comfortably, or shit, even if he struggles a little, but he's not like drained down, bro, he's gonna beat the shit out of him.
Is Tank in the gym?
Yeah. Leo Santa Cruz, look. Leo Santa Cruz face is a damn punching bag. That dude don't have a bit of defense in it.
No, I know that. I'm just asking, is Tank in the gym?
He's been working out, bro. Have you seen him on Instagram?
No, I don't really follow much on the Instagram.
I don't either, but I seen him on a couple of Instagram posts, and it's the same thing that I saw in Errol Spence. You can tell in a guy's face when it's all bloated and fat, they're not taking. But when you see that jaw and it start to get chiseled, bro, they fucking working out. That shit don't.
So you think Tank's dedicated for this fight?
I don't know if he's dedicated, but this is what I'm saying, Mark. The whole Floyd Mayweather taking Devin Haney around, flossing it all over, and Tank going back and forth. I'm feeling like maybe it put fire under his ass. Like he feel like he got something to prove. And this dude is back in the gym at some rate. If he's not back in the gym, he's doing something because he don't look like a fucking Cabbage Patch Kid in the face. He look like somebody in shape. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
I said this before and I'll say it again. I mean, from a trainer's perspective, bro, if I was Floyd on who I had to train, if I had to pick, shit, I'm going with Haney, bro. He ain't out fucking around. He's got a head on his shoulders. You know?
Right.
But Floyd ain't trying to train nobody though. He was just doing that for the gram, I think.
No, I know, Jose.
Well, no, actually, Jose, Senior and Floyd have been working with Haney for a minute. So he might have been publicizing working with Haney to get at Tank Davis or do it for the media, but they've been actually working with him for a minute. Even his dad said it, but his dad said he would never consider signing with them. But
I mean, Floyd Senior, he's already older, so I don't think he has much training left in his career. And I don't think I don't see Floyd Mayweather being a gym trainer, being at the gym every day type of thing. 'Cause to be a trainer, you got to be at the gym every day, and most trainers that only dedicate themselves to one particular guy that have multiple boxers. Look at Robert Garcia. I've seen him on a card every freaking week. And you know that takes time and work. And with Floyd, he has all these millions and millions of dollars. He ain't trying to be at the gym like that. At least I don't think so. And if he is, that's good. You know, that's good. He'll be a good trainer. But I just don't see him being at the gym every day, getting down and dirty with the fighters.
Even if Floyd was at the gym and all that, there's no guarantee that he's a good trainer. Like, this is what people got to understand. And I say the same thing about Jordan. Michael Jordan would have been a horrible coach because he's an asshole. It's hard to communicate with him, and his expectations are too high because of what he was able to do. Right? So he would have been a terrible coach. He ruined fucking Kwame Brown. Just because you're great as an athlete,
Kwame Brown
will be a good trainer. And Floyd Mayweather, he ain't trained no fucking body to success to get a champion. So we can't even gauge what he would be as a trainer just because he was Floyd Mayweather. It's been plenty of good fighters who would be shit trainers if they tried to train.
No tipping Scottie Pippen.
Yeah. So I mean, it is.
Wow, D, you threw me off with that one. Kwame Brown. I remember that guy.
Yeah, from the Washington Wizards. Jordan ruined that kid, bro.
I remember Kwame Brown.
You got to be able to motivate athletes as a coach. He didn't motivate him. He demoralized him. That's not a good coaching quality. That motherfucking team would have went 12 and got down 70.
Bro, you know what's crazy? I love Jordan but everybody you talk to says what a fucking jagoff he is in real life. I'm like, bro. Damn, man. Come on, Michael. What's the matter with you?
I think that happens in every sport, though. Even in soccer, Maradona, he was one of the best players ever, and he sucked as a coach. He was never any good as a coach either. So yeah, you're probably right with that one, D. I agree.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. All I know is if you ask me if Tank Davis don't fight Leo Santa Cruz, who would be fighting next? And I would definitely like to see him in the ring with Shakur Stevenson. But if anything, we got to ask ourselves, because I know people like Shakur Stevenson's skill, and my man IBFP said that Shakur Stevenson would watch Tank Davis. I'm not necessarily so sure of that, because Shakur Stevenson's small, and he's stepping up. Like, he would have to step up to 130, be his first time at 130, and
no, he fought at 130 his last fight, even though that didn't really count.
The second time, he's just still moving up. And my thing is this, though: that dude don't got popped yet, and that's evident. Shakur, he's a good boxer, but he doesn't really have that pop yet. So I can't just see him like washing Tank or running through Tank, man. That would be a pretty interesting little fight.
Yeah,
and a big step-up fight for Shakur Stevenson, in my opinion. Or he ain't fought nobody, man. Like, people always say, well, who have they fought? Basically, you're using the eye test with Shakur at this point as well, because who has he fought, like, of a major caliber, bro? Like, he still got to prove himself, Shakur Stevenson. So,
He hasn't fought a top-tier opponent yet. None.
that's what I'm saying. So, like, you can't just say that he's going to watch Tank Davis. I can't agree with that.
No.
Yeah, I can't agree with that. I think it'll be.
He's still young, though, Shakur, so we'll give him a break, right? Shakur is actually still young. And, I mean, down there at top rank, they have some opponents for him that he could step up before Tank. They got Jamel Herring. He's a champion at 130. They got Burchell. That would be a good fight. I think that would be a good test for him.
That would be a good fight. Jamel and Shakur.
All this. So they have a couple of fighters that could step up before he faces Tank.
I mean, even so, like, he could even fight Carl Frampton, mate. That's still a step up.
I don't know.
Warrington.
Well, he wanted that fight. He wanted Frampton or Warrington. He called them out. So let's see if he gets him.
I wonder
But
that
Herring's too
Warrington fight.
fucking big. Herring's too big for fucking Frampton, dog. I don't want to. Nah, I want to see. But I
Yeah,
got some bad news. I don't know if y'all heard. Herring got the fucking virus, homie.
Yeah, we were talking about that
I
yesterday.
was talking about that yesterday on the live.
Oh yeah, that's too bad, man. I like Jamel Herring, bro. He's a good. He's
I mean,
good.
it ain't no big deal though. Like, plenty of athletes have gotten this virus and they recovered. Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert already recovered.
No, D. That's what I mean. Let's just wish him the best. Hope he gets well. That's yeah.
You know, Herring a little long in the tooth though. He's not young like the rest of these guys. He was in the Marines. That dude was like 34 years old. So
He is a bit older, but also one thing that does help him is he's fucking huge at 130. Huge. Remember, Jamel actually dropped down, didn't he? He was a 135. He was a lightweight, and then he dropped down to super feather.
yeah, I think he beats Burchell. And I know a lot of people like, nah, he ain't gonna beat Burchell. I think he gonna beat him.
Who, Herring?
Who beat him?
But Burchell got a long reach though, man. That's one.
So you got Herring over Burchell, Steve, if they fought?
I think he gonna upset him.
That's a tough
call,
one,
man.
bro.
I
That's a
like
tough
that
one.
shit though. I like when people make a big call like that. If they were to fight, it's a big call because I think Burchell would be the favorite.
Yeah, for sure.
He'd be the bookie's favorite.
I think he'd be most people's favorite.
I don't want to change the subjects or anything, D. But Mark, you got 20 on Zapata and Baranchik?
No, man. I'm not confident. I'm not confident in my pick. That's a pick'em fight, man.
No,
That's
no. I just thought we'd make it interesting, buddy. I'm just asking.
If I'm confident in my choice, like I do bet, like I do actually bet if I'm confident, but if I'm not confident, no.
I'm just thought it would. How about
Team
a
got intentions. What's good with you? Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Look, so I was looking at the fight. I'll tell you this. I was looking at the fight, right? And Jamel Herring just got it's this thing he does when he used the jab, how he slips off. I think I don't know. Burchell's reach would give him a problem. I just think Jamel's gonna be able to slip and catch Burchell. Like Jamel got a little pop with him. And you know, the punch you don't see coming is the one that gets you. They ain't gonna hurt him. I'm not saying he'll stop Burchell, but you know, when you get a guy's attention and you hurt him real good, that could change the complexion of the fight. But Burchell's a tough customer, man. That motherfucker keep coming, boy. I tell you what. Interestingly enough, I think it's gonna be an upset. Split decision, majority decision. Fuck that. Herring over Burchell.
I know who I'd be picking in that fight. I think Burchell would beat him. I think he'd stop him mid to late.
That's the consensus.
His power to me at 130 is freakish. It is freakish. I think that transfers up to 135 and even 140. I think his power is legit, and he's huge.
At one point, they were trying to get him ready for Loma, Burchell. After this Valdez fight, there were talk.
How to be tough, man. I want y'all to understand this. That man is a fighting Marine. Remember that shit.
Yeah, he is.
The Marines, the mental. It's the mental warfare. You know, fuck this shit up.
How old is Aaron though? 32?
Who?
Aaron?
No, he's 34, bro.
Oh shit. Okay.
I thought I just said earlier, a little longer in the tooth. But I think he can get
Yeah, Johnny, he'll be 35. He'll be 35 this year. I think it's like September or October. He'll be 35.
I knew he was a little bit older. Fuck, I didn't know he was that old though. But,
yeah, he ain't a young cat, man. He been around.
Yeah.
It's a Marine, man. You don't
he
leave
was
the
in the
Marines
Marines
at
for 10
15, bro.
years. Yeah, he was in the Marines for 10 years. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Late bloomer. late bloomer. That's all.
Look, I just remember his fights with Miller and Shafikov. You know what I mean? And I haven't seen any changes. Like I didn't rate Lamont Roach. Ito was okay, but he's not on that level of those upper guys. You know what I mean? So I haven't seen much change from other than just going down in weight and being a little bit longer, so he's able to use more of that. But with a guy like Burchell, where length doesn't really matter too much because he's just coming to take your head off and bulldozing. that's more interesting. I haven't seen Herring deal with a pressure fighter since Shafakov.
Subtle tricks, and it's these subtle tricks that I see. These little subtle tricks, and he's going to get more and more and more being around Womack and Crawford. But it's these little subtle things I see him doing. It's going to cause Burchell problems. And see, Burchell got to reach over him actually by an inch and a half, even though
that's crazy.
It is. Burchell has long arms, even though Herring has the height over him. Burchell actually has the reach over him. But it's these little subtle tricks, things that I see Crawford do, and I know he's getting it from Womack. And these things are going to cause Burchell problems. And he's punching up. That's the thing. Like, Burchell's punching up now. And it's going to make a difference. Herring's going to upset him.
That's the thing with Womack and Crawford and Herring, all them guys. All them guys got the tight circle, bro. They got the tight circle. You know what I'm saying? They got their shit. They got their affairs in order over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like some of these other camps with these fucking momos running around here, but you know, they got their affairs in order. I think it's the best way to put it.
Stephen Lawler said, but Chelt Herring would be a good fight, in my opinion, but Chelt don't want that smoke, though. I don't know.
That is something that's bothering me. But Chelt has actually said, not just once, but twice, he doesn't actually care about unifications. And that bothers me. Because him and Herring, him and Tank, him, all these guys should have been fighting each other at 130, you know? They should have been. They should have been doing that. They should have. It's disappointing.
Yeah, dog.
He's been a champion. Burchell's been a champion for a while, and he hasn't unified too. Yeah, I don't agree with that either. Well, they got the other champ, the new champ. What's his name? Jojo Diaz. He just got his title. Let's see if he calls any of these other champs out. So you got Jojo, Leo, Herring, and Burchell. Let's see if they get in the ring with each other and fight each other and stop this nonsense. Even with Leo Santa Cruz, I was disappointed with Leo Santa Cruz back then when he didn't want to fight on Regan down. I was done with him with that. That was a big disappointment. That was a big fight over here in LA area. Everybody was calling for it, and for some reason he dug. Well, he looked like he dug. He went crying to Al Heyman. That was when he was. I remember he was with De La Hoya, and De La Hoya was making him fight Rigo, and Leo went crying to Al Heyman, and that's when he went with Al Heyman, and he never made him fight Regan down. That was a big disappointment.
You know, I've been disappointed in 130 for a while, man, because there's a problem when the only person at one point in that division who was looking to fight everybody was Tevin Farmer. There's a problem. He was actually trying to get those fights. And then even he took a really hard fight. Jojo Diaz, man, like none of these guys are fighting a caliber of opponent like that. And Tevin, he's not a top 2 or 3 name in the division. He may be a number 6 to 8, but he's looking for those fights. He's calling for them, trying to get the Tank fight, trying to get the Leo fight, trying to get the Burchell fight. Like, he was looking for them. And they could have beat him. All of them. I made all of them a favorite against him. Yeah, he's calling their name. That's not right, bro. That is not right. When the weakest champion's the one looking for the fights.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, I'm with you there, bro. It's a whole lot of nonsense going on, though, man. A whole lot of nonsense, and these promoters are responsible for most of it. These situations like that, bro. It's the promoters, bro.
Yeah. That's why I was surprised that Maloney took on that Franco fight. Franco he's not a top rank fighter. He's a Golden Boy fighter, and he wasn't even a mandatory. He was supposed to be a tune-up. That was a tough fight, and he took it and he lost. I mean, props to him.
He was supposed. That was an upset, though, Jose. That dude was supposed to win that fight.
No, that's what I'm saying. He could have chose somebody from top rank, like another easier tune-up.
But I'm saying they didn't see the danger in it. I was on the edge of picking Franco because of Robert Garcia. I thought Maloney was going to win the fight, but I said, I don't know, man. Robert Garcia is a hell of a trainer. And that's why I was thinking about going with Franco, because, bro, that can make all the difference. And in that fight, that's what made the fucking difference. Robert Garcia, bro, I'm telling you. So, and then you got to think about that too, Jose. Robert Garcia did a hell of a job in that fight. If not for the trainer, does he win that fight? Maloney was supposed to win that fight. His camp was confident. So it's like you don't really look for an easier fight when you're confident in the fight you get ready to get in. They were pretty confident in that. He was well favored by the bookies. I think like plus 650, minus 650 or some shit, minus 510 or some crazy shit. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was favored and all of that, bro. So it was not a light touch, but it was a fight that they figured they were going to win. And
Because I know everybody was talking about Maloney fighting Chocolatito next. That's what they were looking for. So this was supposed to be a tune-up for them.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I want to see Luis Neri and what's his face, Emmanuel Navarrete.
Or at 122. Well, Navarrete fought at 126, so he might be moving up to 126. Even though I seen a report saying that your boy Monster Inoue called him out at 122, and Navarrete said the only person he'll come back down for would be Inoue. So he might be going up to 126 now, Navarrete, which is I think it's a good move. He's a pretty big kid too.
That's the fight though. That's the fight I want to see because I want to see what Neri can do. Now, you already at a bigger weight, so you don't have to worry about making weight, you lazy bastard. So, Luis Neri got a lot of hype around him. I think Navarrete will put him down, bro.
Oh, yeah. And plus, Neri has problems, too. He never make weight. I think his last fight, he was overweight by like 5 pounds, which is something crazy, you know? Who does that?
Yeah,
well, it wasn't even his last fight because the fight didn't even happen because Emmanuel Rodriguez said, "Nah, fuck this shit, bro. Fuck you. I'm taking the opportunity to have a mandatory. Get the fuck out of here."
And that's why he ended up moving up anyway. But I'm saying now that he moved up, like, there's no excuses on that weight shit, bro. None.
Where's he moved to? 122 or 126?
He's at 126, I believe.
Navarrete?
No.
Neri.
Oh, Neri. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I was gonna say Navarrete's talking about moving to 26.
No, not Navarrete. I'm saying
he fought at 26.
He just fought a fight at 126. So what I'm saying is I would like to see Navarrete Neri because I believe there's a certain amount of hype. Let me get this idiot off the background. I believe it's a certain amount of hype surrounding Luis Neri, and I would like to see Navarrete beat the hype out of him.
Yeah, they were talking about making Navarrete versus Conlan for some baking bell. I don't know who's baking bell at 26.
Fight. Yeah, that's a good fight. What do you think about that fight, Mike? Navarrete and Conlan.
Huh? Me?
Yeah.
Navarrete and Conlan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a good fight.
I think so.
I don't know, man. I don't think Michael Conlan will be ready for him, to be honest. I think Navarrete is too aggressive for him. Too aggressive. But if Navarrete were to fight like he did in his last fight, Conlan could probably beat him because I don't know what he was doing, but he was trying to box more than actually fight. That dude's a fighter. He needs to get into the pocket and beat the shit out of you like he did Dogbay, not be sitting back trying to fucking pull counters. That was fucking weird to watch.
He's trying to learn other crafts. You know, he's not going to be able to do that shit forever. So he's trying to adapt to other things. I think if you're good enough to still whoop a nigga's motherfucking ass and still try to practice some things while you're in there, why the hell not?
I guess so. I just don't think that's what's gonna happen. I don't think they're gonna give Conlan to Navarrete or Navarrete to Conlan. The only reason I don't think they're gonna do it is because both guys are able to bring in a bit of cash, you know? Don't think they do that just yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really give a fuck. I mean, if Conlan's not good enough, he's gonna get beat anyway, so I don't fucking care. I'd be glad to see him get beat by someone better than him. Because I think the entire plan with Conlan is to try and get him to have the vacant title that Shakur leaves so that they can like cash him in like in the States on Patrick's Day all the time doing world title fights.
Yeah. Well, you know, at the end of the day, especially now, they're gonna try to maximize their dollars off of every fighter, bro. Especially now. So I have no choice but to agree with you on that because, like I said, man, they're gonna try to maximize dollars off of every fight at this point right now.
Yeah.
Every single fight.
Yeah, listen. They're going to be put – their dime bags are going to start to look like Knicks, dog. Straight up.
Hey, man, I'm going across the water for this.
You got, man, all your 20s going to look like dimes because they're trying to get rich. Fucking, what's it called?
That's what
what's it called? Yeah, they're going to be trying to squeeze an extra $1 out of that quarter, bro.
Everybody, bro. They're going to be getting everybody because, man, like, it's time to – look, man, these high caliber fights are not happening. So with these guys like Conlon, Navarrete, and they know they don't have to put on pay-per-views, shit, they're going to suck every dime they can because people definitely want to see those guys fight. I want to see Navarrete fight every time he get in the ring. I want to see Conlon fight. I think he's exciting. So they got excited fighters. They're not going to kill that. I agree with Mark on that. They're not just going to kill that money.
I want to see Navarrete in there with everybody from 122 to 126.
Right,
I want to see that dude in there with everybody because he's exciting. He's exciting. A fight that I would really love to see at 126, but it's going to be Warrington versus Janju, would be actually Janju versus Navarrete because that's just a punch fest, isn't it?
Yeah. Janju's faster than Navarrete too, so that'd be a pretty good fight.
When Navarrete lets his hands go, he's not faster than him. He just throws more. I think he's got extreme stamina to just keep throwing punches because that dude just throws and throws and throws. Him and Warrington's going to be a special fight, I think.
Right. Well. Damn it. This doggone computer. Yeah, well, I don't know. So Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko. Now, Johnny Boy, didn't you say you thought that fight won't happen?
I said I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
I said it was.
Somebody kept telling me that fight won't happen, and it ain't gonna happen. I can't remember who that was. Teofimo Lopez.
That was Mark. Was
that Mark? Was that you, Mark?
Yeah. I'm just busting this job.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Teofimo Lopez and who?
And Lomachenko.
Yeah, I don't think that fight's gonna happen.
Oh, okay. Nah, somebody kept telling me, well, D, don't get your hopes up because the fight ain't gonna happen. I'm like, man, the fight.
Yeah, that might have been me. I said that a good few times.
Well, goddamn it, Teofimo, the motherfucking takeover gonna shock the world, baby. Okay, so I thought
it's gonna shock me if the fucking fight happens, mate. Never mind winning. If the fight happens, I'll be surprised.
Well, it's gonna happen, fam.
I want it to happen. I actually really, really, really want the fight to happen.
It's one of the best fights in boxing.
Absolutely. It's a fucking phenomenal fight. Teofimo shocked my ass the way he took Coleman's head clean off his shoulders in 2 rounds, man.
Right. Knocked him clean off.
That's you know the way we talk about fights of the year and shit? That's a performance of the year right there, the way he destroyed him. That's a performance of the year. He just fucking cleaned him.
All right, check it out. Check it out. Can y'all see that? Y'all see that?
I see that.
WBO, if Navarrete decides to move up to 126, he will be #1 contender.
Let's have him versus Shakur. Let's have it, baby.
That's what I was about to say, Mark. Now
let's have it.
Is super interesting.
Navarrete, Shakur Stevenson. I'm in. Take my money.
That's exactly what I was getting because Shakur talking about he don't have nothing at 126. So if you got the #1 contender, Navarrete move up. Hey, Shakur, before you go to 130, fight this guy.
Yeah.
Fight this guy right here. That would be an interesting fight. Now, who y'all got?
Between who?
Navarrete and Shakur Stevenson.
Oh, I got Shakur beating the shit out of Navarrete.
What?
I got Shakur beating the dog shit out of. On my mother, I got Shakur beating his ass, dog.
Oh wow! Who you got? Who you got, Mark?
I got Shakur beating him on points.
Oh, somebody dropped off the panel. Get this Smoke. You there?
Oh, hey, good morning, guys. What's up?
What's up, Smoke?
What's happening? What's
Hey,
up with
Smoke.
Navarrete? And what's up with Navarrete and Warrington?
Yeah, that would be good. But who you think win between Navarrete and Shakur Stevenson?
Shakur. Navarrete takes too many rounds off.
Yeah.
I got Shakur beating him on points, man. 9 rounds to 3.
Yeah, I got Shakur winning, but I don't know about that beating the shit out of him, Johnny boy. Navarrete is pretty good, bro.
I got Shakur knocking that fucking dude. I got that kid getting his fucking sombrero knocked off his fucking dome piece and falling flat on his face.
So look, Suleiman is backing. Suleiman don't want to get sued, so he's backing Dillian White against my man Fury. Let's talk about it. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Suleiman supposedly doing the right thing.
I don't believe it.
So what you guys think? All right, Mark, you go first. Suleiman is going to do the right thing and back Dillian White. Tyson Fury, you better fight him or I'm going to strip you. Right? This is what Suleiman said. Fury, you better fight him or I'm going to strip you. Let's talk about it. What you think, Mark?
Champion's duty. Put your mandatories. If you don't, you get stripped. I think it's a bit awkward considering most fans want to see Undisputed. But hey, WBC aren't pushing for it. They're pushing for White. So if he doesn't fight him, Undisputed won't happen.
What about the stripping? The threatening of stripping? I say that Mauricio Suleiman is full of full of shit, I meant. Talking about stripping anybody. That motherfucker wouldn't strip string cheese, man. He don't strip nothing. All of a sudden, he gonna uphold mandatories and strip something? Come on, bro.
Yeah, that doesn't really seem like the good of boxing. If you'd strip Dillian White to stop Undisputed, that would be a really weird kind of explanation of how that works out for boxing. I see how that would work out for the WBC and Dillian White. I don't know how that would work out for boxing. But yeah, I can't think of the last guy that he stripped. I think even Keith Thurman gave it up before he got stripped. He vacated. They were threatening to strip him, and he vacated. So maybe they were going to strip him. If that's the only kind of even close to being stripped thing that I can remember off the top of my head.
Right, exactly. All of a sudden, after Suleiman gets sued or threats of being sued, he's for Dillian White getting his shot, right? I think it's more or less I don't feel like going through this court case, so let me just give this motherfucker his title shot.
Now, you know what? Dillian White and Eddie Hearn always talking about suing WBC. I don't really think it was a game of chicken like that. I just think it's it doesn't really matter because it's a couple fights away. It's copy. There's no fights happening. What does it hurt to say, yeah, he's going to do it? It hurts absolutely nothing. Let's see what happens after Fury fights Wilder.
I know you're not talking about Fury and Wilder now, but bro, listen, sometimes I'd be capping and I'm just running my mouth, but I'm dead. I got Shakur tuning now, like on 9 rounds to 3 type shit. I don't know if he stops him. But I got Shakur. He's way too. Navarrete ain't gonna be able to hit him from fucking underneath his feet, bro. Please.
I like Navarrete's hat. Ashley, he's got a cool hat, and his Gumby fade is kind of weird, so the hat actually improves it. But he just doesn't fight. No, he doesn't fight the whole fight.
Hey, how come everybody turned into Dr. Phil when it comes to goddamn Tyson Fury? Y'all stop diagnosing my man, dog. Okay, he had a mental breakdown once in his career, bro. The man is happy right now. He's got nice, pretty white little kids, millions and millions of dollars. He's gonna fight him, bro. Stop going back to that.
Well, because listen, if you heard that Tyson Fury just got busted with coke, would you be surprised?
No. No, not really.
No.
Would I be surprised if what?
If Fury got popped with a bag of blow.
Yes.
You would be surprised, Mark?
Well, he ain't leaving his fucking house, and I don't expect any police officers to roll up on a fucking gypsy traveler site, mate.
But no, just the fact that he would have cocaine, more or less, is basically.
Yeah.
Oh. Why the fuck would I be surprised? It's cocaine.
Right. So no. I mean, bro, but like that doesn't really say anything. I mean, drugs and mental stability is different, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Look, we can say, okay, Tyson Fury is slipping mentally again, right? Did he slip mentally when he got his fucking ass split against Otto Valine and had to fight from keeping that fight from getting stopped and beating this dude's ass? No. That's mental.
Bro, what the fuck, man? Alida Alvarez and Joe Smith's off. Fuck
yep.
that.
Mark.
Talk about that. Yeah.
No, D, just let me. He fucking fell on his shoulder. He broke his shoulder or something, Mark. Yeah. Something happened or ripped something in his up there. Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
I done it before when I was throwing.
Now, let me tell you guys something. I was looking forward to that fight.
Yeah, I was too, bruh. It's too bad. Now all I got is Baranchik.
That was almost a pick'em fight. What's the matter, man?
Yeah, it was. I had a leader beating him, but that would have been.
That was the best. That was arguably the best fight made.
Yeah,
it's either that or Zepeda and Baranchik. That was a great fight.
Yeah. That's right. Fucking
bullshit,
sucks, bro.
Well, fuck, if he can't fight, somebody fucking call someone else. Call Zordo.
Oh, here you go. He always fucking.
Yeah, there you go.
Hold on. Willie Boy says, D, Fury just at it again. Putting Wilder's Humpty Dump mind and ego back together again so he doesn't pull out the fight. Hey, that's a good one. I like that, Willie Boy. See, Fury's all about the mind games. He can make Wilder think he's slipping. So Wilder get confident and don't pull out the fight. And whoop his ass again. Damn right, Willie Boy. I like that.
Yeah, Mark's right though. Throw fucking Zerto in there with Joe Smith and make something happen.
If they can't do that, fucking get Callum Johnson in the UK to come over and have Callum Johnson versus Joe Smith. That's a fight we all want to see. They're punchers. Let's go.
That's right. Yeah. Zerto Ramirez. And I want to go back to some because let me go back to Charles D. comment. I want to go back to this too because we did kind of skip past that. The only thing I brought up was that somebody told me that Teofimo Lopez and Loma weren't happening. But I want to talk about that fight because this is why I want to talk about that fight, guys. I've been doing some work on this fight and I have changed my mind. Teofimo, the motherfucking takeover Lopez, gonna win that fight. Let's go, Mark. Give it to me. Let's go. Teofimo. He gonna put Loma to sleep, Mark.
How confident are you?
No, well, I'm gonna say it like this because I don't gamble, but $50.
You're $50 confident.
$50.
I'll take that.
To me, that's like
no.
If that would be $50 divided amongst everyone. Because what I was about to say, a $50 bet on anything like that's like betting 5,000 to me because I don't really gamble. Well, I'm confident he gonna put him to sleep, bro.
How about the dub? You got the dub on it, D?
Yeah. We'll talk about it when the fight for now. He was just asking me my level of confidence.
To me, that's not too confident, man.
No, he's gonna beat him, bro.
Yeah. What's it called, bro? Listen, I'll tell you this, dog. If he does clip Lomachenko, it'll be early. It ain't gonna be late, dog. If he clips him, it'll be in the first 6 rounds. I guarantee you that. If he clips him, it'll be in the first 6 rounds.
I respectfully disagree.
Flip him, Johnny boy. You're gonna put him down, and then he's gonna put him out.
I'm not picking a winner. I decline to answer that. I don't know who's gonna win.
He's gonna put him down first, and then he's gonna put him out. That's how it's gonna go down. Now,
Believe it or not, believe it or not, I want Teofimo to beat.
June 25th. Do you?
Yeah, I want them to. I want
Do you-
Teofimo to win. I want there to be a new star in boxing, in US boxing. I want to see a new rise. I do want to see that. I want to see a guy who not only says that he's going to do it, backs it up and pulls it off, because that's the ultimate form of respect. You've been calling the guy's name his entire career. One, you end up going through, you become a champion, you then fight him, you beat him. And you're talking about a guy who consensusly across all lists is in every top 5 in pound for pound in the world, and you go and beat him. A lot of people have him 1, 2, 3. You go and you pull that shit off. That's fucking stardom right there. I want to see stars, and I want to see a kid actually call people out, take the fight, and win. Because that'd be unbelievable. I just don't think he'll win. I have a firm belief Loma beats him, but I want him to.
I have a question. I have 2 questions for you guys.
Well, hold on right quick, Smoke. Gunrights, he said he think Loma beats him. He was just rooting for my boy. So don't be going against Mark because he rooting for my boy. And I'm telling you something, Gunrights, the fight ain't been announced yet, and you ain't put your money down, so you better reconsider that bet. Go ahead, Smoke.
Right. So 2 questions. One is, do you have Teofimo winning without dropping Loma? And then secondly, if he were to beat Loma, where would you put him on your pound for pound? Would he jump from like outside the top 15 to inside the top 5?
No, he wouldn't. Now, here's one thing. I don't know how it works out with the 4-belt undisputed. 4-belt undisputed, I put him up at like 6. Without 4-belt undisputed, I don't know. I think about it. But if, as far as him outboxing Loma to a victory, no. I gotta be honest, I don't see that happening. What I see Teofimo doing is putting Loma away, or outscoring him to a victory because he'll put him down enough times. Outboxing him to a victory, no. He could still get a victory because he'll put him down enough time if he doesn't put him out. Like Loma, I think if he doesn't put Loma out and say Loma shows some heart and resilience and make it to 12, Teo would have put him down like 3 or 4 times, which would be enough to win the fight.
So I'm the last man standing who's rooting for Lomachenko. Last man fucking stand. All right. Well, I hope he goes in there and beats the shit out of Teofimo. So all y'all, everybody, all y'all up in the chats, on the panel, give that kid his motherfucking props that he's not getting right now, because he's a fucking great fighter.
No,
D, this is the funniest.
Gunrights in the chat. He with you, Johnny boy. GUNRIGHTS MAFIA going with Loma.
I'm going with Loma.
I'm just busting. I'm just breaking balls. But
Isn't this the funniest?
I hope Lomachenko beats him so fucking bad he looks like his dad by the time he gets done.
Jesus Christ. But yo, to be fair, D, isn't this funny how like people were like, Mark's the biggest Teofimo hater. Yeah, I'm rooting for the kid. Yeah, Johnny, people were like, Johnny's a Teo fan. And he's like, I hope he gets shit beat out of him by Loma. Funny how that was.
Hell yeah. Roles reversed there. But look,
I've never hated Teo. I just
never
hated him.
Rag on you, you know. I always rag on you because of the Coleman fight. If we ever get a fight, Mark, where you say this guy's gonna knock him out and I say that guy's gonna knock him out, then I'm gonna rag you until it's over with. Which will probably get a fight that goes opposite, so you can rag me too. But for now, he knocked Coleman out. So I'm gonna ride that wave until
all
it's
credit to him, man. All credit to him.
Yeah. But man, this kid is gonna pull some things out of the cut for you people, man. Telling you, watch closely, because after this Lomachenko fight, people like Mark, he's already gonna get it. You know what I mean? People that but after this Lomachenko fight, you guys watch how Teofimo wins, because it's going to give you all new respect for this kid. I'm telling you guys, watch it, because we know what Lomo is capable of. We know what his IQ level is. Guy's like a magician in the ring. Watch my boy Teofimo go to work. He gonna work Loma into this knockout, guys. The smart Lomachenko, he gonna work him into it. You heard me. He gonna work him into it. Teofimo.
The fucking smile. He's like, I'm telling you. I really hope this happens. I'm really praying this happens.
No.
Yeah, but by praying it happens, you must mean the fight, because I don't see it.
No. Hold on. So we have somebody who's on my side on all of this overall.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, I've been saying it. You know, it's really like the fact that Tio's dad was on there last week talking about how they didn't talk about the fight. And like, if you had the fight and it's made in September, why the hell are you mad that they're not talking about it? Why aren't you in the gym training? And then Bob Arum saying that they're looking for a date. I don't know, man. I'm just not. I feel like I'm being conned. That's it.
Hold that comment right there. Don't try to slip no why you not in the gym training. They are in the gym training. Don't disrespect my boy like that again. He been in the gym training. That boy's a gym rat. He probably in the gym training right now as we speak. Cut it out. You better follow him on Instagram.
Wait, isn't Tio Senior his trainer?
Yeah, and he been
okay. So that's what I meant. Like, you should be in the gym with your trainer. I saw his trainer not in the gym talking about how they're coming and not announcing the fight.
Smoke. Let's not talk silly, because all of these trainers, boxers, and everything does interviews. So when they doing the interviews, no, they're not in the gym. But they've been in the gym, nigga. So cut that shit out. Cut it out.
Listen, I'm not saying, listen, if it happens, I will be pleasantly surprised. But if a guy is hot on Tuesday night because they're not talking about one of the biggest, most anticipated fights, to me, something's rotten in Denmark. That don't pass the sniff test for me.
Okay, yeah, that's all fine. I don't care about all the rest of that shit. I'm talking about that being in the gym. They in the gym, motherfucker. Don't even try that shit. My boy, tight right, gym rat. He getting it in. He going knock lower the fuck out.
Last time I heard, he was on this Jenny Craig losing 2 pounds a day. So whatever's.
Who you heard that from?
Senior.
And when's the last time you heard that?
Right here on this channel.
I know, but where you hear about some Jenny Craig though?
Oh, the Jenny Craig part is what I put in. That was me. That was me adding for comedic value. I didn't say Jenny Craig. Right. I said Jenny Craig. He didn't say Jenny Craig. He just said he was cutting weight. Yeah. You know, I want to put it on the name you can easily trust. Jenny Craig.
Teofimo. That's right, GUNRIGHTS. That's right. My man Teofimo. We're gonna get defensive about him. He gonna knock Loma out. Shit. Yeah,
well, I want Tio to win. My official prediction is rounds 8 through 10 RTD in favor of Loma. Works his body southpaw. Breaks him down, makes him quit.
Yeah, it's a win-win. I like both guys. Following both guys since really, when they both had not any fights. I guess Loma really since his second fight and Tio since his 5th fight. So both guys, it's gonna be, I'm actually gonna feel a little bit bad for whoever loses, but I don't anticipate feeling bad at all because I don't anticipate.
Hey, officer, all them lies choking you, D. No, BJ Freeman, what's up with you, fam? I know for a fact that Smoke, a known Tank supporter, is talking about men. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, IBT.
Yo,
what you talking about?
Yo, here's what's gonna happen.
I'm a known Tank supporter. What did I get known for supporting Tank?
All right, here's what's really about to happen. Hold on, here's what's really about to happen. He's gonna catch Lomachenko with a little something. Lomachenko's gonna grin, and then he's gonna fly and sit on the corner, pat him on his head like Jason Sosa, and say, "That's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy."
Hey, GUNRIGHTS. I'm gonna tell you right now. Teofimo in a win-win situation. The only person who shouldn't cry if Teofimo loses is Teofimo himself. He should keep it really high and keep it moving. Well, he in a win-win situation. If he does lose, he loses to Lomachenko. Well,
he's losing to a pound-for-pound fighter.
He's losing to a pound-for-pound fighter. So and the best at 135. So if he loses to Lomachenko, so the fuck what? It's Loma that can't afford to lose, not my boy Teofimo. Lomachenko can't afford to lose.
D, wasn't it? That's what I said, bro. That's what I was saying for months. The man, they need to just go and set this motherfucker. We've been talking about this shit forever on everybody, not just on here, of course, but on it. They need to make this motherfucker. They need to get that shit set in stone. So I got something to look forward to over here. Straight up.
Indeed. Indeed. I agree.
I no clowning around. They need to fucking iron
I'm
that shit up.
definitely just waiting for the fight to be announced. D and Mark are making me support Longo. Well, support him. And till Teofimo sleep his ass. You ain't gonna go ahead and support him, AOPS. I'm telling y'all now, man. Listen, I am rarely wrong about these things. I will say that. Rarely.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. If you had to bet money on it, would you bet on the fight happening or not happening?
Oh, wow. That's fucked up, Mark.
You had to bet money on it. Which one you betting on? It happening or not happening?
You say something about the fight. The odds is on you. Damn. He threw a loop.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one. I'll plead the fifth.
Yes.
Hey, monkey wrench in there. No, man.
It's an admission of guilt.
I'm keeping my money in my pocket. I'll just say that, dog. Fuck that. Times are too volatile right now, bro. Like, there's no guarantee.
Yeah, all of a sudden you don't bet no more, right? All of a sudden it's too volatile.
So, I am severely and extremely optimistic that this fight would happen. But would I bet on it? Hell no. Smoke, I wouldn't bet your money on it. Fuck that. It's too shaky right now.
If I handed you $50 to go into a betting shop, right, and you had to pick, listen to me, you had to pick fight happens, yes or no. How are you winning me money? Are you picking no or are you picking yes? How are you going to make me money? Yes or no?
This is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to make you any money, and you might be angry, but I'm going to make you happy later. Because I'm going to go buy a big fat bag of weed, and we're going to smoke and talk about what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And you're going to be like, what the fuck? You took that $50? I said, yes, I bought weed because that was a bad bet. Now let's smoke.
It's a smart man.
You know what pisses me off? Bro? All these shits that we're talking about right now, every single one of them, all these fights we're talking about right now, they were supposed to happen already until this damn shit happened, bro. Like that's just a shitty thing.
And I do believe, because we were looking good for 20, man. I do believe we were fighting a lot of these fights. 20 started out like, remember 19 ended off well. 20 started off really decent. We were looking good for 20, and bam, COVID-19 hit.
Like, bro. We had Usyk Chisora, Nonito Ubali, Inoue Casemiro, Teofimo, well, almost whatever was going on with that. But
Ramirez,
all that shit was set, dog. It's a shame. The third Wilder fight was supposed to happen in July, dog. Initially,
Fury would already beat him up by now. We could have moved on from that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's how fucked up it is, dog.
Yeah, we could have had this Dillian White fight and fucking Fury fucking signed for fucking October. Joshua versus Pulev would have happened in July. Joshua Usyk in November, and then the two of them fight in the summer, and we would have been done.
I agree. We should have had Usyk and AJ set for summer. Yeah, I agree.
Hey, you done locked your caboose to their train now, huh? Oh, double talking D in the flesh. Now I got three of these fuckers. Him, Samuel Shaw, and Boxing Monster.
Bro, Bop just said that in the chat too. Bradis and Dorticos too, bro. Yeah, all that.
All kind of fights out here, man. Like these mandatories for 140, like Postol and Ramirez would have already been done. Kong Song versus Taylor. We would have been on the road to a 140 undisputed. You realize back in April, we would have already had Joyce versus Dubois. We would have had a new Casemiro. In fucking May, we would have had Ubali Daenerys, fam. We would have been looking towards undisputeds galore.
That's what I just said, bro. Yeah, all them fights.
Absolutely amazing. Hey, for all my basketball fans, 8 teams. BJ, go check it out too. I don't know if you've seen the video already. 8 teams in the NBA that benefited most off this layoff. I put it's a two-part. I put the first one out yesterday. I'm getting ready to drop the next one probably tonight. But y'all go check it out, man. These teams are gonna come back making some noise. A couple of teams are not in the playoff spot yet, but I bet you we might see one of these 3 teams I put on there. We're gonna see them battling for that in-play tournament they have. Because if the 9th seeded team is within 4 games of the 8th seeded team, they have to do an in-play tournament. Now, this is how it works. The 8th seeded team only got to win 1 game. They move on to the playoffs. But that 9th seeded team got to beat them twice back to back, and they kick them out. They move on to the playoffs. Go check the video out. Sweet, bro. I'm telling you.
I got a feeling Milwaukee's going to shit the bed, and I'm going to be pissed. They're going to come back and shit the fucking bed. And I'm going to be pissed off.
Yeah. Now, my Warriors are getting that draft pick, though. Hopefully we can figure out a way to keep it.
Well, the draft smoke is really tricky this season because all of the 14 teams that wasn't invited into this, invited to Orlando, they've split them up. Now they all have rights in the lottery. So it's a wider spread. It's going to be a wider spread this season. You know what I mean? So you got a tougher chance of your team getting the pick you want, put it shortly, because you got 14 teams involved in on the lottery generally, where it's only like the 5 down there at the bottom, you know what I mean? But now the 14 teams that didn't get invited to the Orlando, to the bubble that they have at the Worldwide of Sports, they already implemented in the lottery. So it's going to be tougher for a lot of these teams. This draft's going to be pretty interesting. But I'll get back to boxing, but this is Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that, bro. You know, talk basketball, MMA. We can slide over there. Whatever. Let's do it.
D, speaking of that, I was going to say, when you do your picks for the 251 UFC, let me know. I'll jump on. We'll do them together.
I'm going to do a prediction. I don't know. I didn't know if I was going to do a live or video, but I might just do a live on it.
If you're going to do it, yeah, let me know if you're gonna do a live.
I think I'm gonna do a prediction live. Yeah, we can get that on. I'll get that young boy Alistair because he knows he's pretty sharp with MMA, but that fucker don't know a damn thing about boxing.
Who's that?
Alistair 49. That kid lost when it comes to boxing, but he knows pretty MMA pretty well. That's what he studies a lot. You know what I mean? But I'm biased, so biased boxing talk in the building. What's good with you, Ralph Unreal? What's up, fam? So. But it's going to be interesting, this draft, man. I'm telling you guys that this NBA draft going to be interesting. And these playoffs, you know, these playoffs are going to be interesting because I think that we could potentially see 2 teams get in there that people don't expect to get in there. Meaning like the Lakers or the Clippers not make it, because I have the Portland Trailblazers as a dark horse team. Now, I'm not saying that they'll win, but y'all know what I mean by a dark horse team. This is a team that could shock the world and get there on the Western Conference. Watch out for the Portland Trailblazers because Zach Collins is back, big. Yusuf Nurkic is back, huge. Yusuf Nurkic and fucking Dame Lillard and CJ McCollum, outside of LeBron James and Anthony Davis, is probably one of the better duos in the league and damn sure the best backcourt duo. So it's gonna be interesting, man.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be interesting. Willie Boy said, D Jefferson, with all this shit that went down, how massive is this Povetkin fight for White? Massive, and not even about squeaky bum time for White. Look, man. I think it's a good fight. I don't know if it's massive, Willie Boy, but I think it's a good fight for both of them because Povetkin is over the hill. So does he have anything left, or should he hang the gloves up fight? That's what this fight means for Povetkin.
AD.
For White, it's a good name for him. I mean, beat up Povetkin and keep it moving. What's up, Johnny Boy?
And no, I was just going to say, before all this mandatory shit, I didn't really have a dog in the race. Now I hope Povetkin whips his fucking ass because I'm sick of here. Oh no, you can fight your mandatory. Nah. Now I hope Povetkin beats the shit out of him and turns the clock back.
No, it won't send the clock back. The clock doesn't work on when you pick up the interim or pick up the mandatory.
No, I'm saying I hope Povetkin pulls the clock back and doesn't get old, is what I'm saying, in the ring.
I know, but then
Yeah.
Fury would just have to, he'd have to fight Povetkin on February.
Yeah, I know, but I don't care. Now I just want the lapdog to get fucking put down like the dog that he is.
Oh, wait a minute. Are we hating on Dillian White? Hold up. Wait. Can I join the party? Is Povetkin is Povetkin and White for mandatory?
If Povetkin beats him for the interim title, he takes on the mandatory.
It is interim, but
It's
interim
for the
title
interim
is
title.
mandatory. Are you sure?
From what I know, yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, regardless, because I feel like Fury's got both of those guys. But yeah, I would absolutely love it if Povetkin beat Dillian White. Oh my God, am I laughing? Yeah, that'd be nice.
Smoke, I told you, my new best friend, bro. Yes, this.
Yo, bro, listen. If Povetkin beat Dillian White, I want to explain this to everyone. I don't want to hear all of this nonsense like Dillian White gonna beat Fury anyway. So if Povetkin beat Dillian White, it's just gonna be an easier win for Tyson Fury because ain't neither one of those sons of bitches beating Tyson Fury. How about that?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I'm waiting for this Povetkin White fight to be signed because I'm going to drop my prediction instantly. Might be interesting for some of you guys because I know who I'm rocking with. I think Smoke might absolutely love my prediction.
Hey, I want to see the result. That's what I'm, like predictions is cool, but I want to see White. Like, man, listen, if White he can actually turn this all around for me and rematch Joseph Parker. Or Rivas, or both, but for me, he's got some unfinished business that way. Not just like talking shit about guys he's not gonna fight or who are his betters. Like handle your scandal.
Yeah, that's a good point, Smoke. That's a good point.
Hey, BJ Freeman, I just dropped that link in the chat for you. Anybody else basketball want to watch? That's the first part, though. It's 2 parts. I'm getting ready to drop it tonight, probably after we get off this live.
Basically, all I'm saying is, with all the shenanigans that's been going on with White and WBC and all that other kind of bullshit, I'm just sick of hearing about it. So now I hope Povetkin beats the shit out of him because I'm sick of hearing about it. That's all. Before I didn't have a dog in the race. Now I hope Povetkin cleans his fucking clock.
Yeah. I don't really care. I don't really care who wins on. I'm not as confident in Dillian White as a lot of people are. I don't think he has anything for Fury, man. I don't care about all of this knocking him down and sparring and all of that jazz. Whatever, bro. Knock him down in the ring, Dillian White. I seen Dillian White struggle with Derek Chisora until he put him away in the 11th. That's what I seen. That's the best fight that I seen Dillian White in his last fights because he was out of shape versus Marius Watt, when it really wasn't his fault. He got the fight on short notice, so he was out of shape in that fight, and he didn't look spectacular against Oscar Rivas, to tell you the truth. So what the fuck, man? Fury, I don't like. It's not a threat to Fury. Fury's gonna beat Dillian White's ass. That's how I see it. Damn Dillian White. Virtuoso, my man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, fam. He says,
Two times.
any reason why Deverenchenko dropped Lou DiBella?
Yes. After Lou DiBella went on his big vicious... Yeah, after he went on his big vicious rant on IFL TV about the PBC, Deverenchenko had... he's number one in the WBC, etc. So fights like Charlo, etc. are very... pretty much a good opportunity for him, and he could feel like Lou DiBella kind of tarnishing that reputation between himself and the PBC could have fucked him over because he has good opportunities over there to fight against those guys. So that's probably the reason he left DiBella.
Last time I saw Lou DiBella, he was bitching about how he can't get fights because he's a little guy and all these entrenched special interests. So it could just be that he can't get his guys fights.
Well, it didn't help him that he fucking trashed Al Heyman and Shelley Finkel about the Wilder situation in the zone. You remember that, Smoke?
Yeah, I don't know which one he was trashing. It seemed like he was more trashing Shelley Finkel for not seeing his vision about the zone, but or him trying to reach out, but it could actually be seen as a turncoat because Steven Espinoza came and said, like, I want Lou DiBella fights, and Lou DiBella ain't sending his guys my way. So maybe Lou DiBella just switches allegiance to the zone, and that hasn't worked out for him. Maybe he may have burned some bridges in him in trying to court some more stability with the zone.
Well, if he tried to create any type of allegiance with the zone, that was enough to piss Al Heyman off, whether he specifically said something to trash him or not, because they made
Long story short is Lou DiBella can't offer him Lou DiBella can't offer Derevianchenko anything. It has to come from other promoters giving him the opportunities, not what DiBella does. That's the long story short.
Yeah, and that's what DiBella's thing was. He's like, these guys are not worried about me. They're not actually worried even about big fights or even competitive fights. There's too much network money. There's too much. They just weren't worried about Lou DiBella or his fighters. And he's got some good fighters. But then Steven Espinoza came and was like, hey, I would love those fighters. Come bring them over here. But Lou DiBella ain't returning any of my calls.
Well, I don't know. Might be too late to answer those calls now. With the state boxing is in, he should have answered those calls and wrote up some contracts then. They'd be sitting pretty like Triple G and Canelo. It's always a good argument with these contracts. I mean, you know, Ryan Garcia, he written in, and he don't even like what he getting. But you signed for the contract, you idiot. So, you know, who knows, man? Who knows? But as far as Tyson Fury goes, let me tell y'all something right now. Dillian White ain't going to do a damn thing to Tyson Fury. I don't know who Dillian White's going to fight next, but I'll tell you this.
Povetkin.
Yeah, well, Povetkin, I think Povetkin got a chance to beat Dillian White. I would probably pick Dillian White over Povetkin, but I think Povetkin has a chance to beat him.
I don't think Dillian White and Tyson Fury are going to fight.
What do you think? Tyson going to just drop the belt?
No.
Dillian White's going to lose?
Maybe.
That would be, you know, I'm going to tell you something.
Be bittersweet as shit.
Screwed over, but Justin Didi can shut the hell up. I think that I might be on Smoke's side. That would probably be quite pleasing to me. If Povetkin knocks him out, she can just shut the hell up, bro. You know what I mean? I can't even lie. Like, I want to see Fury beat him up. Like, I said, you know, Mark, I said a few weeks ago, like, Fury should just beat him up and get it over with. So, like, I want to see Fury beat him up. Either way, I just want Dillian White to either win or lose. So, either way, we don't have to hear White anymore. Because what we don't hear White say is how many opportunities he fucked up. And all of his super diehard White fans don't want to accept the fact that he screwed himself out of some opportunities. So, I just want White to be over with, one way or the other.
Yeah, and I think old ass Povetkin will actually step out of the way too, so we can give the boxing fans what they want. He won't be sitting there crying and doing this and that and the other thing. Just I don't know. Yeah, I would rather see Povetkin. And you know, they're both drug cheats, so whatever.
Man, forget about all that. They ain't no drug cheats. That's something that happened in the past.
Smoke has no chill, bro. No
They
chill.
no drug cheats. That's something that happened in the past. I sold drugs once before in my life. I ain't a drug dealer now, so that's something that happened in the past. I don't be holding that shit against boxers. Whatever, man. They gotta get popped again. If they get popped again, they drug cheats. As far as now, they've been fighting, they've been clean, so they're not drug cheats. That's some shit that happened to them before. That's how I see it.
No, I mean, hey, listen, they both have been popped more than once, so the popped again already happened for both guys. But yeah, presently, like I don't know how many times I got to pop, but yeah, I mean, generally speaking, I wouldn't, you know, a repeat offender. I'm not, you know, I would have some kind of issue rooting for that guy over a guy who never did. Like, you know.
A
some
repeat
twinges and
offender.
more conscious.
A repeat offender. I never heard that.
Hey, Willie Boy said the way 2020 has went so far, Povetkin wins, Chisora wins, and Wilder wins. Fuck you very much.
Bro, though, hold up, though. That outside bet of a treble. Chisora over Usyk, Povetkin over White, and Wilder over fucking Fury is a treble bet. That'd be big money. That'd be big odds.
Rich. You win a lot of money off of that one.
You could put a book down on that if you made that an accumulation bet and probably make a decent chunk of change. I'm going to see if they've any odds on those fights and see what would happen.
Well, you put 20,000. See what happens if you put 20,000 down.
Yeah, earlier D was saying I'm not a gambling man. Yeah, 50 is a lot of money to me. Put 20 grand down on that.
Mm.
Yeah, okay, D. Calm down.
You know why? You know why I stopped gambling?
Because you gambled too much money.
I bet you I can get you to make a bet by the end of the week.
I lost $16,102 on one evening. Wasn't even 4 hours. My brother was sitting there just, D stop. Like, I got this motherfucker. That night made me stop gambling. True story. Man,
yeah, bro. Johnny will sit at the fucking blackjack table like Pesci on Casino getting all pissed. Like, remember Entourage? What was the lawyer's name? Remember that show, Entourage?
Oh yeah. I know the dude. Man.
Yeah, he was Ari, yeah, screaming, "Fuck yeah!" What the fuck? Yeah, that's me.
Yo, that was my show, man. That was my show. What? Oh shit. That's Mom backstage. Oh yeah. Mom, you know it's only 4. Yeah, hell yeah, I lost a lot of money, bro. I lost a lot of money that night. That's a memorable night, dog. That's a night that make you stop gambling.
They don't have odds on Povetkin versus White.
No odds.
What do you think
as a double,
Mark?
But as a double, Wilder over Fury and Chisora over Usyk. How much you want to put down on that?
Ooh. I got 100. Usyk beats the shit out of Chisora.
No, I know, but we were talking about outsides. If you put 100 down on Chisora and Wilder both winning against Fury and Usyk, you'd get 1,900 back.
Oh, so you get nice. So you get 380,000 if you put 20 grand, huh?
I'll tell you now.
Wow.
20 grand?
Yeah. So that's like
385,000.
That's right. Dog. Whoa. See that?
You better calm down.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, let me calm down. See, that's why I don't gamble anymore, bro.
And think about it. That's for Chisora to beat Usyk and Wilder to beat Fury.
I would be pissed to lose. Well, actually, I don't have that much to lose right now. Let's say I did 2,000, still would be like 38,500, something like that. So 38 grand, like off of 2,000, huge come up. But that's the type of shit. That's what gambling is so addictive, bro. Stay away from that shit. Yeah, Mob, what's up, dog? Yeah, I lost some money that night, dog. Crazy money. I was mad as hell. But you know what, Mob? I made it all back in 3 days. Yeah, 3 fucking days.
That's what's up. At least you got it back. Shit, a lot of people don't get it back.
Yeah.
A lot of people putting themselves into a.
That's a roller coaster game. I got it all back. I lost it all later when the fans came knocking on the door. So, one way or the other, you have it. It comes and it goes. So
I love playing poker. I love to play poker. And okay, my man. A lot of my cousins and uncles and them one of them, some of the motherfuckers back in the day, bro, they used to go to the casino and come up like 15 G's and then go back the next day and blow 10. I'm like, what the fuck is the matter with you, dog? Yeah.
That's it. That's the life of a gambler. BJ Freeman said, D just saw your basketball video, part 1. Yeah. OKC, yeah, man, they looking pretty good, bro. Yeah, Chris Paul's done amazing. You know, they're a game ahead of where they were last season, and that was with Russell Westbrook. I thought they were finished when Westbrook went to Houston. And Chris Paul, the trio, BJ, Chris Paul, Gilchrist, and Dennis Schroeder, that trio there, man, is giving these NBA teams a heart because all of these three guys are playmakers. They're very smart with the ball. And Russell Westbrook's problem was decision making. Like, he was a playmaker. He could get in there, he could dunk on you, you know what I mean? But his decision making was off. When you talk about Chris Paul, arguably one of the best decision makers in the game, and Dennis Schroeder and Gilchrist, chop liver either. And all of these guys are talented. So they've been.
How many games you see them winning though? How many games you see them winning versus the Clippers that first week?
In the video, Mob, I just really talked about it's about teams that benefited a lot from the layoff. So I don't have them taking the whole thing or causing too much problems in the playoffs, but I see them being strong because they benefited a lot from the layoff. You know what I mean?
So about 3-1. You think it's gonna end 3-1, 4-1?
I don't know. They could take it to 7 actually, because it's the beginning.
Versus the Clippers? I don't think it's gonna put no 7 games. No.
I think they take it to 7 because it's the beginning. It's the beginning. Everybody is rusty, all of that. I'm telling you, bro. And at best, they could take it to 6. And
the only thing about the Clippers is that it gave enough time for Paul George to heal a little bit better. You know, he had them injuries going on, so this whole layoff might have helped them a little bit better too, though.
But that's part of the problem also, because it's going to taint the chemistry. Look, these boys built chemistry without the high usage of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Just because these guys are talented, you still have to insert that. Now, one thing that the Clippers have going for them, and this is when Paul George and Kawhi Leonard's in the game together, is that flash screen move that they use. You know how Kawhi will go at the top of the key, Paul George is probably on the wing, right? And he just dishes the ball, and then Paul George comes around. Then Kawhi Leonard shoot for the basket, that flash screen there. Bro, they're killing people. Right. Like, they're killing people with that. And that's just something that they're doing naturally. And so, but they're not always on the floor at the same time. So how do you institute them into this new lineup without causing disruption of the way these other guys have been playing already? Because Montrezl Harrell, Shamet, those guys have been playing well already. Now you got to.
They do play a lot of load management. Clippers do play a lot of load management.
Yeah. So it's not. It's just not. It doesn't work as smoothly and easy as everyone thinks. Oh, we'll throw him in there and then they're gonna kill it. No. Because sometimes the chemistry don't mesh well. You got to bring Lou Williams in at the right time. What happens when you bring Lou Williams in at the wrong time? You know what happens. He's awful. So you have to institute Lou at the right time. Bro, it's not that easy. So this first series and then working all of that out. And
I give them 2 games off of courtesy because of what you said about the stars on the Thunder and how well that they've been gelling with Chris Paul. So I give them 2 games, but I just can't see it going on 7-game series.
I'll say 6. 6. If it goes
6 is fair.
You don't gotta go to 7, right? I say they get to 6. That's what I think, they get to 6. But you might be right. 5 games or 7. Even if they got the 5 with the Clippers, that'd be a good showing for them.
Yeah. I mean, we all know who it's going to be, though, in the finals on both sides.
Here's the thing. This is what I want you to think about right here. Here's what's interesting, and this is what I was saying about Portland, dark horse. Portland comes, take them out of 8th spot, because all Portland got to do is get within 4 games of them. They take them out of 8th spot. Portland can beat OKC back-to-back. They take them out of 8th spot. Now it's Portland versus the Clippers. What do you think? 7 games. I say
Portland.
Zach Collins, Yusuf Nurkic. Hassan Whiteside, that left down there, bro. I say they take them to 7.
Well, like I said, with that, I can't really call the Portland right now because, like I said, Dame Lillard, he's not really shocked about playing in the playoffs. He don't really want to finish the season.
No. He's good now. He's good.
No, I know he's good now, but I'm just saying you came in with that mentality. It's like kind of telling me.
This is why, Mom. This is what he was saying, and this is why Dame Lillard had an issue. What he was saying is that he didn't want to come back to play meaningless games. If they had set up a structure where his team would have a chance to compete for a title, he's good with it. And they didn't have that set in place at first. It was just like, okay, well, these last 16 teams are going to come. And he's like, well, if they got them seeded and they're going to be the playoff team, what are we coming back for? Just to fill an 8-game schedule for these freaking
Right. I get it. I thought he was talking about the playoffs and the season in general, all bundled into one. I didn't think he was just talking about the season.
I did a video on that. He was talking about just the fact because they didn't at the time when Dame Lillard came out with that in that interview, Adam Silver and those guys hadn't established a structure on how. Only thing they knew is that they were going to bring back a set amount of teams. They had 16 teams that were seeded already during the season. They had them set as playoff teams, and they had to fill an 8-game schedule because they got network deals. It's not like boxing. They get paid all of their money, and then they have to provide such and such amount of games throughout the season for the network. So they still had 8 games plus the playoffs that they had to satisfy for the networks. So Lillard thought that they were just bringing these other 8 teams back just to satisfy the fucking networks. And he was like, the hell with that, bro. I'm not coming back for that if we don't even have a chance to win a title. But now that they put the play-in tournament and all of that, they actually put in a structure where they have a chance to compete. If they lose, they lose. If they win, they win. But he good with playing now because he got a chance to win.
Well, isn't Portland in the northern western bracket? So if they make it out of their first round, they would be playing the Lakers instead of the Clippers. I thought that's the way that I had seen it when they had.
I haven't even looked at the brackets yet, but you could be correct, which that's a harder pill to swallow.
I know the Lakers play. I know the Lakers play the Pelicans. I know Clippers play OKC, and the Raptors play. I want to say the Nets, if I'm not mistaken.
It's what we got to pay attention to is the 8th seed and the 9th seed. At this point, with 8 games left, the gap is a 6-game spread from all of the teams that's on the west side. The Wizards on the east side are the only team that's 6 games away from that 8th seed. So they're the only teams involved on the east side. But on the west side, you have 4 teams involved because there's a 6-game spread within 4 teams from you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a 6-game spread.
Yeah.
Portland, they're inside of that 6-game spread. I think it's the Phoenix Sun or something that's down there at the bottom. They're like 2 or 3 games away. With 8 games.
Right. No, the Portland is in it for sure. I know that. I just don't know exactly where they was placed at as far as who they play in the first round. But I did get to see like the top teams on who they play. But I just didn't get to see like that middle bracket on the East and West.
I'm not even sure, but I would assume with 8 games left, 7 to 9 could be bumbled, bro. That shit could actually change up from now to then. So we're going to have to see what happens.
Right.
Because I believe you look at the Pelicans, you look at fucking Memphis Grizzlies, Portland Trailblazers. Man, goddamn, that's a lot of competition. All of that shit can be mixed up. You know what I'm saying? In the play-in tournament, you get a whole different team in that 8th seeded spot. And then that would be the team playing the number 1 seed. The Lakers actually are not really in a good situation because that number 8 seed team, whomever it is, are going to be thirsty hitting the Lakers. They're going to have a hard first series, bro.
They is, but I see them clowning the Pelicans. You feel me? When it's playoff time, LeBron turned into a way different animal. This is not the regular season. He turned into a way different animal. But my sleeper is Dallas though. My sleeper is Dallas, bro. Donkovic, I just feel like he the truth, man. That's the sleeper. If anybody's a sleeper on the West, I give it to them. The Dallas Mavericks, bro. Because if you look at the regular season, they beat all the top teams. They was one of the only rare teams that actually got a chance to take a W out of all the top teams, bro. You feel me?
I see him in the dark. I see why you got him as your dark horse team, but I don't think So I think they I can't.
Yeah, really, the only reason I wasn't so gung ho about my Lakers because I thought that they were old. So this whole COVID thing, for me, just cleared it all up. They didn't have to go through an 82 game season. They didn't put a bunch of wear and tear on the knees. I feel like they're the faves.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, and there was a lot of cats out here, just like the one dude. You know, he knows the sport. Always talking about Anthony Davis and the Lakers getting injured. Well, y'all could toss all that out the window now because they got 8 games. Excuse me. 8 games into the playoffs, so all of that injured foolery, bro. Just don't even worry about that now. And don't worry about no injuries. Better worry about the playoffs. And they are one of the top 3 teams, in my opinion, most dangerous teams in the playoffs. I got the Lakers, the Clippers, and the Bucks to take the whole thing. Like they're the forerunners, in my opinion. Bucks don't have any competition over there in the East. They like running that show by their damn self.
Hey, now is Durant gonna be back or what? What's going on with
Durant.
the Nets?
Durant should just sit his skinny ass out until next year. If he come back, he's an idiot. If Klay Thompson come back, he's an idiot. Well, the Warriors are not a factor. So no, Durant should sit out, bro. It's a mistake, and Kyrie should sit out to tell you the truth, bro.
So he is talking about playing or no?
No, I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything about him playing in this, but you know, all of these guys want to get out. He could try that shit on the practice court. He better stay out of because if he hurt himself again, it's a wrap. I keep telling people, like Durant, everybody talk about Anthony Davis. Look at this dude history of injuries. Durant is no like healthy player. He's injury prone. He's not like a Kobe or Kareem or Karl Malone or Magic or Michael. Like these guys that played all of these freaking years. That ain't Durant. He's brittle. That dude gets hurt. He gets hurt. Now he just had a major injury. So people better watch Durant. Everybody hoping for the superhero Durant to come back. I think Durant window has come and gone.
Him coming back or not coming back, it just determines, you feel what I'm saying, how motherfucker gonna play that series out down there. You feel me? If you put money on that situation.
Yeah.
You feel me? I get what you're saying.
I'm not done as a player. Like he's amazing, but championship wise, I think his window's come and gone.
Oh no! It just gives me an indication on how far that they can go in the playoffs with them or without them. I'm not looking for them to be in no finals or no shit like that. But it does make a difference of that first round if you're talking about them being versus the Raptors. Having him or not having him is gonna make a big difference. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
whether he get injured or not.
I think the Raptors could beat the Nets with Durant back on the court because, listen, Durant ain't played a fucking game on the court this season. And all the way until the layoffs, the Nets still had not gotten their chemistry together. All the way up until the layoffs. So
fucking
wouldn't be the answer. The thing with the Raptors is they're playing phenomenally, and people didn't think that they would be playing anywhere near this well without Kawhi Leonard, which means their chemistry is on 1,000. They beat the Nets, even with Durant coming back. It's not, he has no time to work into that system, to work with those guys, no time. His talent, like, bro, he ain't fucking Michael Jordan or no shit, and he coming off an injury. He wouldn't be enough to get them past, or to me, to give the Raptors any problems. The Raptors are definitely going into the second round of the playoffs, and they're going to be a problem for anybody on the East. They could actually get back to the finals if the Bucks slip. Trust and believe. Fred VanVleet.
I don't see the Raptors getting past the Celtics.
No, they could get past the Celtics. That's going to be a good series. That's going to 7 for sure. The Raptors Celtics going to 7 for sure. For sure. They could get past the Celtics. The Celtics can beat them too. But that's a 7-game series right there for sure. Raptors.
Yeah, because I got the Celtics as the second best team in the East right now.
Fred VanVleet and Siakam and Kyle Lowry are playing phenomenally, bro. All 3 of them. And hopefully they get that up. But these guys
just ain't gonna have an X factor in the playoffs how they had last year. So that's what we gotta see. We gotta see how they deal with them struggles when Kawhi bailed them out last year. A lot. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of key plays that he put up for the Raptors to get them past a lot of those series. So we got to see if they can do it on their own. That's the key.
I agree. I agree with that, Stockton King. When healthy, I agree with that. You have also the same argument with Kawhi Leonard. The reason I don't consider Kawhi Leonard the best player right now is because he's not on the floor enough. See, Jordan was the best player in the league. He was on the floor. Kareem, when he was the best player in the league, he was on the floor. You know, Kobe Bryant on the floor. LeBron James currently on the floor. Kawhi Leonard spends too much time off the court. So his talent is at a high level. Well, how are you the best and you're not playing enough? And that's my knock about Kawhi Leonard right now. I can't consider him the best, even though I understand he's the number one two-way player for sure. No arguments there. And offensively, you know, he's difficult to stop. Yeah, sure, no argument there. He has 2 titles, great. 2 MVPs, awesome. But he ain't on the damn floor enough. So he can't be the best. That's just how I look at it. Whatever. So Kevin Durant, healthy, yeah, he would be the best player. I always thought for the past 3 or 4 years, I've thought he was better than LeBron. A lot of people don't agree, but I thought the media did a pretty good job of keeping LeBron in the limelight as the number 1 player. But for the past 3 years or so, past 3 seasons, I've thought Kevin Durant was the best player anyway. But Stephen A. Jackson, ESPN, and Fox Sport 1 and those guys, like I said, they did an excellent job at keeping LeBron as the number 1 guy, despite the fact that Kevin Durant was outdoing him in every way imaginable. Whatever. So, yeah, I agree with that statement. But anyway, Smoke Mob. Give me some closing thoughts. Johnny Boy, Mark, everybody who joined the panel, appreciate you guys. Everybody in the what's this? Best Fight the Best in the building. Oh shit. Yeah, I thought it was saying something about BFTB. Yeah, whatever. But give me some closing thoughts, man. Basketball, boxing, whatever.
Yeah. You know, man, like I always say, man, you know, we just want to see the best fights. Hopefully we get some football. They canceled the Hall of Fame game, so I'm pissed about that. But, you know, hopefully we get some clarity in a couple of in these next 2 months. But yeah, man, like I said, man, it's always a blessing to get up on here, man. I appreciate having a good conversation with y'all brothers, and y'all stay safe out there, man, and just keep it easy.
No doubt. Appreciate you coming through, Mob. Oh, man. Willie Boy said, as BJ Freeman pointed out, for me, this is sports talk. Let's talk about my game, lawn bowls. Well, I do apologize, dog. I don't know about lawn bowls.
Yeah. Paytonk, he wants to talk like what, dude? Get your old ass out of here, Willie Boy.
Oh, he's old and he don't have no problem admitting it, but I don't know about that. He said, I'm still enjoying the Harden and Westbrook are playing in Houston. I'm still loving them, even though, yeah. I don't know, man. I thought they was going to get that together. My man Jay Cooley with the super chat. My man Jay said, my bad, I'm late again. Hey, Jay Cooley. As they say, better late than never, my man. But you always show support. Y'all never worry about missing a live or being late. I put out a lot of content, so I don't expect everybody to watch everything. But appreciate you, Jay Cooley. Smoke, give me some closing thoughts, my man.
Yeah, man. So the conversation turned to basketball sort of underscores why I don't think we're going to really get these big fights this year. Like every sport is coming back at the same time and with a vengeance. So I think boxing might just have to cool his heels, and we just may have to, be patient with it. But it'll come back. We got there's still great fighters. There's still great fights. Just be patient. Another great show.
Appreciate you, Smoke.
Peace to the panel. Peace to the chat.
All right, bro. The Texan in the building. What up, D? What up, chat? What's up, Texan? Well, guys, like Smoke said, that is a factor in boxing. The return of boxing, other sports. When you only have one option, combat sports, UFC, boxing, then you're probably going to choose one or two. But when options start to break free, football, basketball, soccer, other sports start to open up. Now you have more options. So boxing is not the only thing smoking. So either you put on the best fights or your interest level continues to decline. Great point Smoke brought up there. Not sure if we'll get a lot of these fights because promoters are still talking about fans. Well, fans or the government allowing fans to attend, that thing may be extended as well. And if that happens, then all of these fights that they're saying they're bringing to us may be further delayed or not happen at all. Who knows? As far as the YouTube beef, like I said, guys, I said it once in the live and I'll end it. No more coming on my panel calling out anybody. Only call out sports figures. No personal call outs. Take it easy with that. I don't care what y'all do in the chat. Keep it respectful. Y'all can go back and forth with each other in the chat. I don't care about that. I'm not putting it on the screen. That's a different story. Respect the panel. Respect the ladies. Anybody disrespect the ladies in here, you get in the boot. Just that simple. But I appreciate you guys, man. Good discussion as always. Basketball, boxing, and like I told you guys before, this Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. So sometimes we might do that. We might go off in the UFC. We might go off into basketball. But this is a 3-sport channel. Of course, y'all know we focus on boxing the most. Y'all know I always end this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.